Hello, everybody out there. I forgot that this is gonna talk right in my face the whole time. How is everybody doing out there? Mouse comments. Need to see them. How is everybody doing out there? It feels like it has been so long, because it has. How long has it been? We had 3
over
weeks.
A month.
We had 3 weeks where we were at cons every weekend.
Yes.
And then we had
Easter.
And then we had a really bad week.
Yep.
It's been 5 weeks.
Yep.
Whoo! I didn't know I could go that long without seeing you guys. I started feeling withdrawals. How is everybody doing? We got a lot to talk about. And we got some good stuff lined up here for tonight. I'm very excited about the mashup that I got to pencil up this time over. So hopefully everybody's gonna share, and we can hit that 30 mark, and I can ink this bad mama jamma up. Because I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be fun. So let's just jump right into where should we start, Kim? Should we start on the most recent? Should we start in the furthest away and build up to the most recent? How should we do this while I show them what we're going to do for our sketcher shots?
You should go most recent to furthest away.
Most recent to the old, so newest to oldest.
Newest to oldest.
Okay. So first off, so for the sketcher size here, I'm using an Empire blank, and it does it say who it was from? I think this was from Phoenix Comics back when they were still around. It's an Avengers and Fantastic Four crossover event, so I'm either going to do someone from the Avengers or the Fantastic Four. I think I'm going to go with someone from the Fantastic Four. So guess along with who you think it is while I'm working on this one. All right.
Real quick, I'm gonna say hi to people who are here. Real quick.
Do it.
Rob Moisel says, "What's up, Jeff and Kim?" Hello.
What's
Rob.
going on, brother? How you doing?
Craig Wolak says, "Hey, everyone."
Mr. Wolak, hello. How you doing?
Chris Mitchell says, "Wait, who's the big hairy guy on my screen?"
I know, right? Strange.
And Andre Lemos says, "Hello, Kim, Jeff, and all you Ed weirdos."
What's going on, Andre? How you doing, buddy?
He says that you should do Dr. Doom.
Ooh, that's not a bad idea.
And real quick, Rob, Chris, and Andre, I think because we haven't been on in such a long time, you are now showing up as Facebook user and not on the stream.
Redo your
if you
thing.
could re-sign up for StreamYards, yeah. I would greatly appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
And Clarissa Campbell, thank you. And Alex, thank you for my Mother's Day gift. I got it, and I was hoping you guys would be on today so I could say thank you for that.
Only one in the house.
You guys are so sweet. One. Yes. JJ has an Ahsoka, and I have an Ahsoka now. So
they got Kimberly a Build-A-Bear Ahsoka. I'm the only one in this house that doesn't have one. I feel attacked. I feel personally.
Thank you so much, Campbells.
Attacked.
You guys are so sweet. I appreciate that.
I guess.
It is fixed, Rob and Andre. It is fixed. Yes. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna get a couple more
about your Ahsoka.
Real quick. Clarissa says that you should do Silver Surfer.
Oh man, you guys are coming up with some. Oh wait, I already did a Silver Surfer once. I guess I could do more than one, right?
Okay, go ahead. I'll catch up on comments in a minute.
Okay, so most recent. Most recent was unfortunately bad. For anybody who doesn't know, November 1st of last year, JJ had a seizure, and it's called a febrile seizure, and it's not about how hot or how cold he got. It's his temperature. It's about how quickly the temperature changed, and basically it made it to where his body said, you need a break. You need to slow down. You need a break because you're about to cook your brain. And that's why he had a seizure. So Um, I told you guys about that. I did a couple of videos that were not super fun to make, but I made them anyways, and we and so Wednesday of not this week but the week before, um, he about 3 o'clock in the morning, Kimberly heard him having another one on the monitor, and so we ended up spending all of Wednesday night. Well, okay, Wednesday morning into Thursday midday at the ER, and then it was on to trying to basically figure out how to get this little boy who's uh, now afraid to go to sleep, afraid of doctors, afraid of a lot of things because the seizure happened in the middle of the night and he had to go to the doctors again. And and all that stuff. So we have been dealing with a baby who doesn't want to go to sleep because he's scared to.
He had to sleep on us for the first 2 nights.
Had to sleep on us for the first several nights.
Yeah.
Then you throw into the mix that all of this started because he got sick, so he's got a little bug, so he's dealing with a bug as well, and all that could be made a whole lot better if he were just going to sleep. But again, that's just not something he's interested in doing right now. So it has been a bad week. It has been a bad week. He's okay. He's eating again.
Yes.
Better. He's sleeping. He's getting better at sleeping again.
But it took all week.
It took all week for him.
He was very, very tired at daycare.
Yeah.
Each day he would progress and get a little better each day, but he wanted to sleep a lot. He was very tired. The seizure just took a lot out of him. The first couple days back at daycare, he didn't want to play. He just wanted to be held and cuddled, and
certainly wasn't himself.
I don't blame him.
Yeah. So it has been a long week of just kind of being there, giving him extra love and support, and trying to make sure that he has everything he needs, and at the same time trying to get him to eat normal and when your tummy's upset because you got a bug, you don't want to do that. Well, that makes it to where you're not gonna do a lot of other things normal, and so it's a compounded issue that can only really get better by him never getting sick again. So yeah, that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I did do a video about it, just to kind of let everybody know where we've been, because I know that we were gone for a while and didn't really get on here and come back with like super good news. And I just wanted you guys to know, I know you guys care about him and you guys want to, updates and whatnot. And I wish they were always good ones, but that's just not how this week shook out. But like I said, the pediatricians have constantly told us we have to just live our lives. We can't let this change plans. We can't let this affect us bad. If he sees it, he will get, emotionally off balance by it. And at the end of the day, our pediatrician said that, in all her years, she's been doing it for over a decade. She's only ever had one case where a kid had 3 of these. Most of them only have 2, and JJ's had 2. So the numbers are pretty good in our favor. That I don't even want to say it because I'm going to jinx it, but the numbers are good that this is going to be going away quickly. I hope so, because it was really, really bad. It was not I don't know if anybody out there has ever had to deal with this. I hope not. It was terrible. But okay, but yeah, we kind of went off the grid, kind of got just kind of got off of everything, and he's doing a whole lot better. Like I said, he's eating, and he was so tired because he wasn't sleeping that now he's sleeping very well. So yeah. And if anybody hasn't guessed, oh, you probably haven't guessed. I was gonna say if anybody hadn't guessed who I'm drawing, but I realize I'm drawing really, really light, so you probably can't see this.
I can see it.
Well, you can, but you're here live. But I don't know if the
Hmm.
StreamYards had an update on the cameras. I guess they can now detect what type of phone you have and what the options for the camera you have. I have an iPhone 13 Pro Max. That is a mouthful, and it has a bunch of. I have a telephoto lens, a wide angle lens. I have all. Excuse me. I have all these lenses, and only just now when I went to set up the stream today did it have an option to utilize some of these specialty lenses. So I'm not even entirely certain if it's made a huge difference or if you guys can see all that I'm doing here yet, but you will. So yeah, there he is up there being a ham. Nana's here, being awesome, helping us out. Yeah.
Yes.
So that's our most recent week.
Let me get up before
Okay.
you go on to your next one. Let me get caught up on some comments so don't get too far behind. Ryan Ambrose says, "Hi, Jeff and Kim. Hoping everything is a bit better with JJ, if not all better." Yes, thank you so much.
You, Ron.
It
Love you,
is
brother.
much better.
Things are doing pretty good.
Yeah. Clifton Campbell says, "Also, hello all." Chris Mitchell says, "Black Panther has been both in the FF and an Avenger." It's very true.
That's true. Now, before you get going too much on that, are you guys trying to tell me something here? You are okay with me doing repeats of the same character? Because I kind of thought you wanted me to do different characters this whole time. You know, like the Silver Surfer, the Black Panther. I've done both of those characters, but I kind of thought you guys only wanted me to do it each one time. If you guys want me to do them more than once, let me know. I can do that. I love drawing both of those characters. So, okay.
Dan Partuch says, "Hello from El Paso Comic Con."
What's going on, Dan? How you doing, brother man? And hey, tell everybody at El Paso that we love them. When we got there, they treated us amazingly. I love El Paso. I love El Paso.
Robert Sterling says, "Happy Saturday, Jeff and Kim. Best wishes to JJ." Thank
Thank
so
you
much.
guys so much.
Andre says, "Lucky they are sweet because he's an a-hole."
Wait,
God.
what?
I think he's talking about the Campbells. They're so sweet.
Oh, because who?
He's an a-hole.
Who is?
Andre.
Oh, well, no. Andre is a sweetheart.
You are.
But also, yes.
Michael Stanford says, "Happy Saturday, Jeff and Kim. Hope all are well. Prayers for the little one. Hope he is doing better, or he's doing well." Yes.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Yes, we've seen improvements. Big steps. Yeah.
Karina says, "Hi, Jeff and Kim. Hope JJ's feeling better." Yes, he is. Thank you.
Thank you, Karina. Thank you so much. Yes, he is. You guys are awesome. We love you guys.
Todd Krebs says, "Man, it's been a while. Glad to see you. Hang in there, fam." Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Todd. Yeah, it has. Hopefully we can keep you around a little bit here, brother. We miss you.
Andre says, "Susan had seizures almost daily there for a while."
Yeah, they're horrible, man. They are horrible.
And then he said, "Ever living thing."
Yeah. Oh, yeah, good call. He's saying the ever loving thing.
Chris Mitchell says, "Kind of looks like a self-portrait." Wow.
That's true. That is true. I mean, where do you think I practiced drawing him?
Andre says, "Chris Mitchell, Jeff without a beard."
Yeah,
same blockhead.
Yeah, why do you think I don't shave? You guys will be like, "Oh, he's cosplaying 24/7." No. They ripped off my likeness.
And then he says, "We weren't making suggestions. We were making guesses because you said for us to guess."
That's true. I did.
And then Chris says, "But have you mashed them together yet? Silver Panther."
Oh, that'd be sweet.
And then David Mansell says, "Hello from El Paso."
What's going on, David? How you doing? Hopefully El Paso is every bit the awesome food adventure it was last time we went, because that was wild. We had the spiciest food I think maybe ever I've ever had.
Oh, and David, Jeff is loving
Oh my gosh.
those. Oh, what was it called?
Something the black sugar, the
the
tiger
tiger
one, the all of those rolls
that was in the crazy like box
you guys,
with the bag
you
and
guys
everything.
don't even understand how much I love Japanese snacks. But this one was not only just delicious, but the box that the snacks came in, right? It was this gorgeous, gorgeous box, and the little details, you know, they matter to me. I think it's impressive when a company can say, okay, well, what are the exact dimensions of a bag, like to carry it? What's the smallest possible dimensions that we can make it so that it fits so snugly that the box literally goes like into the bag? Yeah. That's what they did. And then that's after there was a red, because this is a black box with orange, I'm not sorry, with gold lettering. There's a red, like a sash, like a wrap around the box. It too, like you have to perfectly line that thing up to get it to go back onto the box. The precision is just impressive as all get out, and I love it. I love it. And then you eat it, and the snack is every bit as delicious. I mean, it that's him up there. He's like, Dad, just blah 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 blah. I am, buddy. I am. But yeah, no, it is delicious, David. Thank you so stinking much. Oh,
he says, "Good, miss you both. We miss you too.
Miss you too, brother.
We'll have to see what they have for Austin."
Nice.
And then Andre says, "I lived in El Paso up until I was 6 years old.
Wow.
Before my parents split and my mom took us back to New York."
Oh wow, I didn't know that. Wow, so you know a bit about El Paso. What? All right, Andre. Andre is like an international man of mystery. He's got all that going on. Good Lord.
All right, I am caught up. If you want to go to the next one.
The week before that, oh man, I'm gonna need you to step in here because
Easter.
Okay, so Easter. So we did we decorated eggs. We went over to my mom and dad's house, and it was funny because JJ was like, he's starting to get to that point where he's like, I want to say he's not afraid of anything, but I don't even think he's quite there yet. I think it's going to get more extreme. So like just yesterday, he's crawling off of the ottoman, which is only like a couple feet off the ground. It's nothing, but he knows not to go head first, but he just said, nah, today's the day. and I couldn't get to him fast enough. Kimberly couldn't get to him fast enough. So he took like a, you know how like alligators or like beavers or any of the like watery, like otters or whatnot, they all like just slide down on their bellies. He just slid, his belly slid right off the ottoman onto the top of his head, like somebody took and made him a railroad spike and just spiked him into the ground. Mm-hmm. And he's so big, and his head. I know I make jokes, but we now have it. Updated numbers. He has instead of like a 41 inch centimeter or 42 centimeter a round noodle that most kids his age have. He has a 50 centimeter cranium. The kid's got a bowling ball for a head, and when it hit the ground, you heard it, you felt it. He shook the floor. It was like somebody dropped a cannonball, because they did. So it was hilarious, but he cried. Of course, he was scared and he was a little shook up, and then he went to do it again, and then he was like, I didn't love that last time. I'm not going to do that again. So he's learning. He's learning how most boys do. We gotta literally beat our head against the floor, and then we were like, yeah, let's try something else. So, yeah, he but I say all that because we go to my parents' house, and they got a little bit of room. They get a little bit of land, and JJ does not, up to that point, had not had much experience in grass. Because this winter's been really cold around here, and we, before that, he was just too young to be kind of let loose, and he wasn't walking, and so we haven't gotten him too much time playing with grass. So he still does that thing where like he won't touch the grass because it feels weird, or he's not sure what it is or whatever. And so we weren't sure how his Easter egg hunt was going to go out in grass. And oh man, you could not keep up with that kid. He was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm bleeding. I scraped my shin climbing up the concrete stairs."
He was bleeding.
He's
I
like,
didn't even know he was bleeding.
I'm not worried about any of that. I got this. Little tank. He was just like, "We're going. We're at Nana's. We got eggs. You guys can either keep up or you can stay back." And he was like, "I'm gone."
And we did a trial run.
Yep.
The day before,
we did the trial run around
with him at the house.
Our smaller yard compared to my mom's acreage. And he was a little bit shy, but I think it helped for the next day at Nana's house.
Oh, he was a
because
pro.
He was just like, "Oh, I've done this before."
He got more eggs than his cousins did.
More eggs than his
cousins were
6
and 9.
I'm sorry, 9 and 6-year-old
6 and
cousins.
9, and he got more eggs.
Yeah. Little beast mode he was. It was amazing. I was so excited that he had such a good time. So that was Easter. Had a great Easter. And the ironic thing about all of what happened the next week, the bad week, was Wednesday was his 18-month checkup. We literally that morning were in the pediatrician's office getting the numbers for the size of his head, getting the weight. He weighs 34 pounds. He's enormous. He's 33 inches long. He's just a beast of a kid. The pediatrician could not have been more happy with all the progress he made. It was she said it was a horrible winter for her office. So many sick little ones. And with everything going on with him, she was just so impressed with how good he was turning it around, and then he has a seizure that night, so it's almost like you just don't want to talk about it. You don't want things getting brought up because it really does feel like you can jinx it. But yeah, he had a great Easter, great lead up to that really good doctor's report, and and so the week before that was...
Hold on. And ironically, because of our bad week last week, we weren't able to celebrate Easter with my family.
Her mom and dad. Yeah.
So we're doing that.
So tomorrow. We're getting up early and we're going in to her mom and dad's house, and we're gonna
celebrate Easter again.
Celebrate a second Easter and get the boy more time out there, hopefully dominating in the egg hunt. As he does.
Might be an indoor hunt.
That's
I don't know if anyone knows. It's freaking cold here again.
Yeah, it's actually started snowing today.
Yeah.
It's a light dusting is what they call it here, but it's crazy.
Went from 80s to 30s.
Yeah,
let me get caught up on comments real quick.
Okay.
Let's see. Michael Lamoth said, me too. I was 4 when we left El Paso.
Oh, well, Michael, heck yeah, man. I mean, I don't know anything about... okay, well, I've been once. So you and Andre are going to have to be like my tour guide? Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sherpas, is that the right word?
Sherpas are the guys that help people up like the Himalayas and Mount Everest. They're the little tour guide kind of mountain.
So there you go.
Yeah. So
Maybe the Sherpas.
You're gonna backpack us through El Paso, the Lamoth brothers.
That.
I like that.
Rick Lawrence says, "Hey all, hey Ricky.
What's going on, Ricky?"
David Mansell says, "I sent you a Facebook message, but I know you are busy."
Yeah, it has been rough, bro. I for anybody who sent me messages, and if I haven't responded, I apologize. I know I'm sounding like a broken record, but it is me letting you guys know what's been going on. Also, hopefully, explains why I've been radio silent. But I do plan on getting caught up and getting back to you guys. So I appreciate your patience.
Andre says I'm like James Bond, but more like my name is Hole. God, Andre.
James Hole? What?
No, I'll let you read.
Okay.
Chris just says, "Is the floor okay?" I'm sure the floor has a divot in it.
Floor, right? Like that's the real victim in this situation. That floor has been solid, keeping us afloat, literally supporting us for years.
And what did that floor ever do to you?
And he comes around and he's just like, Hulk smash.
Then he goes, JJ can't play in the grass at home due to all the blood and small bones everywhere. Wow.
We don't want to talk about. I mean, it's true. It is true. But
pretty soon. Okay, so right now we're still paying someone to come do our yard, so I don't have to do that. But pretty soon we're going to get our.
Who don't know, I actually enjoy yard work. I you can't come up in the Midwest and not have done a bunch of it. And I don't know. I just like doing it. And because of stuff going on with Siphon and just life, we Kimberly and I both were like, yeah, I mean, we could probably swing it, but we didn't have to have people come over and like watch JJ while one or both of us are out working the yard. And I'm sure people would have, but we were just like, you know what? We kind of want to spend time with him too. So we got this really, really good yard guy. And we've been using him for a while.
A couple of years now.
Yeah. And we're gonna try to work it out to where we slowly phase as much as we love him, we phase him out and I get back to doing something that I love. So yeah, I'm pumped.
Pretty soon. I think we're waiting on a couple more things to come in.
Yeah, I need the main jet for the carb. Our mower has a Briggs & Stratton motor, and I think it wants to sputter and kick and not stay turned over. And from what I understand, a common issue with that motor is that the fuel injector, the main jet is plastic. They're trying to keep it lightweight and keep it easily replaceable and everything, which is great. But it means that it can get clogged up with with gas if it gets a little bit old. And we had this beautiful mower, but it was sitting there for a while. So I think it just needs to get a nice tune up. And we ordered one. We ordered the jet. Waiting for it to come in.
Absolutely. Let's see. Andre says, I have no experience with Grassman. Everyone else, he didn't partake. Kim, did you teach JJ to bludgeon the Easter Bunny with a stick?
I mean, yeah. Why do you think nobody wanted to beat him? The kids saw what he did to the Easter Bunny before the hunt began. And they were like, no, I like my face the way it is. Thank you very much.
Michael Lamos says, look up retro toys.
Ooh.
And then he says, is looking for a morgue cover.
Retro toys, morgue cover. Okay.
MORG cover.
Okay.
James Dunn says, hiya guys. Sounds like JJ's better. Good to hear. Happy Saturday. Yes. Thank you.
Who said that?
James Dunn.
Yes, James. He's feeling a whole lot better, brother. Thank you so much.
Josh Sanders says, Kim and Jeff, it is so wonderful to hear and see you guys. We love you all. Love you too. Good to see you.
Love you too. Yeah. How you doing, brother?
Chris Mitchell says, Kim's just waiting for bigger, sharper blades.
Right. She knows
you caught me.
She knows how to be patient, you guys. That's the dangerous part.
Josh Sanders goes, JJ.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's got his voice back today for sure.
Definitely feeling himself again today.
Yeah. All right, go for it.
Okay. So what was the week before Easter? What did we have going on?
You were at
I was at MegaCon.
MegaCon.
First off, I just want to say a huge, humongous, gigantosaurus, beastly, planetary size thank you to everybody who came through. We had a crap ton of folks from the Ed Weirdos. There's a lot of Floridian Ed Weirdos, and I freaking love you guys. And we even met some new Ed Weirdos. It was an absolute blast of a show, you guys. I also, if I don't know if they'll ever see this, but in case Fan Expo ever does come across this, I really, really do want to say thank you to Fan Expo. You guys, they listened to what you guys wanted when we applied. I kind of just applied to a bunch of shows thinking, they'll say no. And if I apply to a bunch of them, I might get into one. That'd be cool. They just keep giving me tables. I can't tell you well, let's just put it this way. The table alone is, for a show. I didn't pay this year, obviously, like I said, but I can tell you from my experience that, a table for a show this size and that is this popular, it can range from $300 to $700, and we didn't have to pay for that. That is freaking enormously helpful. And then you get there and they are just so doggone sweet. They are so good. They helped us out with what we needed to, with anything that we needed. They were there. Kevin, not just Kevin obviously, yeah, but everybody. It's actually kind of like a unique situation because I've been to a couple Fan Expo shows now, knowing that they were Fan Expo. Like I said, I didn't know MegaCon was for forever. I didn't know it was a Fan Expo show. But I've been going to a few of them now, and it's just I don't know how they do it. I really don't know what the hiring process is, but they just get people who are just sweet, just super freaking happy and sweet, and they're working their butts off as staff for a show that size. They're working their butts off. But everybody was just so nice. Everybody was so helpful. They got us situated, and it was a fantastic show. It was easily the best MegaCon I've ever had. It was incredible. Rob, Craig, Joe, Doug. There's so many. I know I'm missing so many. I did the video, and I'm sure I missed some folks in that video, and I know I'm missing some folks here, but there was Alan Lindsley. There were so many folks. It was amazing, you guys. Got to see Steve, which is always a good time. So it was Steve right next to me, and Greg Kirkpatrick on the other side of Steve. So it was an awesome lineup. That little row, that was like a murderer's row of one stop, folks. It was me, Steve, and Maria. Got to see Maria again, and it's always a good time when we can get Maria to a show. Then Greg, and then there was a couple of cats that were really awesome at the end of our row towards Greg's side. One cat was a comic book theme club member, and I did that thing. I'm like, I'm not a member, but I'm gonna send this image off to my buddy who is a member, and hopefully you guys know each other. Matthew Stewart. I haven't sent you that picture yet, but I have it. The dude was awesome. It's kind of a repeated thing right now. I know I'm again a broken record, but it was a really good show, you guys. It was a really fun, busy as all get out show. I definitely made enough to afford to be able to go back next year, and then some. So if that's my old scale of how I determine if a show is a good show or a great show. If it's a good show, I made enough that I could go. I broke even, and I can afford to go back. It's a great show if I have anything on top of that. This was a great show. This was a fantastic show. So yeah, we will definitely be back. If if MegaCon can hit us up with another table next year, you guys, we will be there. We absolutely loved it. It was so much fun. So much stinking fun. And then before that, what was it was California.
Yeah, let me get a couple. Let me get a couple comments before you go on to Cali.
Okay.
David Mansell says, "When does the Ringo voting start?"
Oh, I honestly, with everything that's been going on these last couple weeks, I haven't looked. But I will get an update on that. Yeah, when I dip out, I dip out. I turn off my phone. Anybody who's tried to message me knows. But yeah, I got to get reconnected and get back into the swing of things, and I will find out, David. I will find out unless somebody else finds out before me. If you do, please let us know in the page, the Weirdos page, please.
Sunny says, "Hey,"
Sonny,
and Vish Rudy says, "Hello."
What's going on, Sonny and Vish Rudy? How you doing?
Andre says, "Okay, I got all of my offhanded comments out of my system.
Nice.
You guys were gone too long."
Right? Yeah, I know. There's a buildup. You gotta get it all out now. I get it. I got you, boo.
And then he also says, "If you guys are at MegaCon next year, I'm at MegaCon next year."
Nice.
I don't see why Jeff wouldn't go back.
I had so much fun. It was so busy. It was so good. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I don't know how to read the future. So there's always the really odd, weird, unforeseen thing that could come up, but aside from that, I don't see anything. I don't see anything keeping me away from MegaCon. It was just too good of a show. It's always just too good of a show. That's why I keep going back. I love MegaCon. Love it. So I am so stoked to hear that, bro. Now, Andre, you make the arts. Are you planning on going as an exhibitor, my good sir? Are you gonna have a table, bro?
That'd be cool.
That would be amazing.
Okay. I'm up to comment. I'm
Okay.
up to date. So go for it.
Okay.
Yes, California.
California. So the theme of amazing helpers from the show will continue here as well. This incredible lady named Yashael. She helped get my mom and me set up in our table. We were not gifted this table. This one did cost us, which is part of the reason why I know how much convention tables cost right now. It would be incredibly helpful if WonderCon would give me a table, but I didn't apply in time. Honestly, I didn't think this was a thing. I mean, like I said, with Fan Expo, I applied to a lot of Fan Expo shows because I was expecting a no. I didn't think this was a thing. So I might actually try to see if there's a way to apply to WonderCon next year, because that was a kick in the pants. It is an expensive table, and then on top of that, it only comes with one badge. So my mom being there means that I had to fork out almost $200 more just to get her a badge. And so yeah, that's an expensive show, but like I was saying, Yashael, she was incredible. She was helping get us all situated and set up. And then the girl came by a bunch of times just to check on us, see like, hey, how you doing? And then she even bought some stuff from me. We had these pop vinyls of the turtles, all four of the turtles in their original red masks. And I told her the plan was that I was going to do remarks on the plastic window in the box of the turtle. And she's like, oh, do you have Donatello? And I was like, oh, I do. And now I don't have a Donatello. She got one. Just stuff like that, man. She was fantastic, incredible, sweet lady. That show was really good in a certain way, and that is that I had not seen some of my buddies. You guys have probably, especially if you've been around a while, you hear me talk about my Cali peeps. These are some of the cats that were quite literally my first commissioners and some of my longest running friends back when the show, when WonderCon was in San Francisco. That's where I met some of my Cali peeps, and I hadn't seen them in a while. Life just pulls you apart. When all you can really do is see each other at conventions. Sometimes you can't get off of work, or you have a baby, or whatever. You get married. Life happens, and so it had been a while, since I'd seen some of them. But we got to reconnect, and it was fantastic to see well, not all of them actually. I think there was only one from the old crew, but he kind of brought some of his new peeps, and it was nice. It was really nice to see some of them. Again, it was awesome. As far as the show goes, it was to be. I'm never gonna BS with you guys. I'll tell you guys how it is, but I always do try to keep it positive if at all possible. It was my best WonderCon ever, and I still lost like $700. Lost a lot of money. So unfortunately, I really do have to kind of make some decisions on whether or not I'm going back to that one. It just things are expensive, bro. I mean, it is, and it's not slowing down. And then it's in California, man. Everything is so much more expensive out in California. Anybody who lives out there or has lived out there recently, you guys know what I'm talking about. It is wildly expensive. I'll go as long as I absolutely can. As long as I can, I will go. But we're getting to crunch time here, where next few years, if things keep up and persist the way they are, we may just not be able to. I mean, unfortunately, that's the biggest reason why I can't go back to Stan Lee's Kamikaze. That was my second show out in LA Anaheim area I would go to for years. But then when the Lee family turned the show over to the new management, the prices shot up, and I just couldn't afford it. I just, as much as I hate to say it, if I can't afford to go back, I just can't afford it. So I'm hoping that that's not the case for WonderCon, because WonderCon is the longest con that I've been going to the longest. My very first con I ever went to was WonderCon back, like I said, in San Francisco, and I love the show. But yeah, if I can't keep up with the rising, inflation and just, the stuff that, again, I try to keep it positive, but also got to, I will not lie to you guys. First off, I'm not a very good liar. I suck at it. And I just don't like doing it. I haven't lied to anybody in, oh my gosh, years. Like junior high, it always sucks. I hate lying. I hate any time back in the day when I had to. I hated doing it. So I just don't. So I don't want. I can't tell you guys anything but the 100% truth. And lost a butt ton of money. So I don't know if I'm gonna be going back. I hope things are different. I hope things get better. But till they do, it's not a super positive report. I know, and I hate that, but it's the truth. So, but we will keep pushing. We will keep trying, and hopefully, like I said, it'll shake out to where things will be better. Before that? That was Kansas City.
Yep.
That was Planet Comic Con the week before that.
Can I
Oh,
caught up real quick.
Yes, sorry.
Chris Mitchell says, and the year after that, you're both banned.
What?
Talking about Andre being at MegaCon.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah,
Um,
it's gonna be wild, bro.
Andre says Brightline train is going to be available to go from my part of town to Orlando, just under 3 hours away. I might try and reserve a table. Very cool. Andre also says 2 big guys walking around scaring little children.
Right? I mean, that sounds like the perfect con experience to me.
Andre says, "Hola, Mr. Leidick," and then Steve says, "MegaCon."
Yeah, what's up, Steve? I didn't know you were here, bro. Hey, how you doing, brother?
Doug Moore says, "Hey, what's up?"
Douglas.
David I'm so sorry. David Mansell says that sketch is so cool.
Thank you, brother.
Missy Lawrence says, "Sup, my crazy Ed Weirdo family." Hello,
What's up,
Missy.
Miss Day? I didn't know you were here, girl. I didn't hear nothing from you or Stacia or Ricky. I'm glad you're here. How you doing?
Rick was here earlier. He made a comment.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I just tune Ricky out.
Doug Moore says, "What have I missed? Just got off.
Love you,
Just got off of work." Jeff's just been doing updates for the last couple of weeks on shows and everything like that. So he's just about to talk health updates,
all that stuff. Yeah.
And he's just about to talk about Kansas City.
Yep. Okay. So, hello everybody. Glad you are here. Love your faces. Kansas City is a unique show in the sense that it is about the closest thing I have to a hometown show. Kimberly and I did grow up in a suburb of Kansas City, so like her family still lives out there, so we are very grateful to them for helping us save some money. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we don't have to pay for a hotel, that's that sort of stuff. They're amazing. So that makes it to where it's not such a stressful, like, oh, I gotta shoot for this amount to kind of cover my expenses, and then I can be like, oh, I had a great show because I got more than, you know what I'm saying. With Planet, it's much more cost friendly because it is about like I said, as close to a hometown show as we get around here, and so that automatically helps to where I feel like I'll probably have not just a good show, not just break even, but a great show where I'll have extra on top of it. I kind of feel pretty confident about that going into every Planet Comic Con. And then this Planet Comic Con happened, and they said, hold my beer. Holy crap. Not only was it the best Planet I've ever had, it was easily the best convention I've ever had in my entire career. It was so wild that I actually had enough to come back the next year, and I had enough to finance going to a new con altogether, because that's what I do with that. If you guys were ever curious, that's what I do with the money. If I have money left over after a con, after paying my taxes and I've made a profit, that's what I do. I try to add more conventions to my con schedule if at all possible. It's not always possible, but I try, and it really requires that I have a show be, keep the overhead low, and then I go in and I have a good show. This was so much better than a good show. This was an amazing show. We had so many Ed Weirdos. There was the most amount of books that have ever been sold off the table. This was this show. We did the Whatnot ahead of the show. I mean, it was just incredible. And yeah, man, that was the best show of my life right there. It was wild. I was just floored. I did not know how to explain it. Honestly, when Dan and I were talking about it afterwards, I was just like, okay, this is such an anomaly. This is such a difference compared to what we're used to. Like we gotta study this. We gotta figure out what happened, and if at all possible, try to keep doing this because this was nuts. And we kind of figured out what we think was some of the big reasons. People really love the Ronin book. uh and I don't mean ours in particular. They did love ours, but I mean in general. That's a I am floored by just how much of a response, and I shouldn't be. It's the Turtles, for crying out loud. But until you see it live and like in your face, you don't really fully get it. You don't really fully understand it. And I get it now. There's a lot of people that really, 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 really love this Ronin story, and I don't have I totally understand why. I don't have an argument. One, the story is amazing, um, and Kevin Eastman was in the house. He was there. I got to meet him, which made my personal experience of the show just full of a memory of a series of memories I will cherish forever. As a huge fan of the Turtles, never really thought I'd get to meet him. He's a busy guy, and but I did, and he was incredibly sweet. We started talking about pins and tools and shop talk and all kinds of stuff. It was wild. I took my now we can talk about it. Now that they have been announced, this Turtles versus Street Fighter covers. I actually took the original art of the Ronin cover that I did and the Street Fighter and Turtle covers. Those two, I took those to him. I was ready to pay, man. I was ready to buy and pay, and he would not take payment. He took a signed copy of the Ronin book as payment. The dude was just incredible. He was just incredible. But I got all three covers signed, and those are treasures that I will cherish for. I'm not, I don't have very many items that I would like say that I treasure, but those three are definitely on that very short list. It was an incredible show. It was an incredible. I wish I knew more writers so I could like reach out and be like, okay, hey, find me the words to explain this, because I'm sucking at it right now. It was the best show of my life, best show of my career. It was insane. It was such a good show. Um, so yeah, that's the simple breakdown. I'm not sure how much you guys want me to go into the nitty gritty of the cons and the stuff that kind of goes on there, but I can if you want to. But yeah, that's the crash course. That's the cliff notes of the last of the three con saga. I will say this: I did learn something by doing these. I don't want to do three shows back to back to back again. That's something I learned pretty quickly. So there's still some folks around me who still are under this beautiful illusion that when I go to a convention, I am kind of having a vacation. I'm gonna let you guys know. I am not having a vacation. It is. Imagine if you had a job fair in which you were trying to get jobs, and at the same time, you had to be up all night doing work, and then you had to go spend 10 hours, 8 to 10 hours, and on with shows like MegaCon, instead of a 3 day show, it's a 4 day show. Not sleeping, trying to get jobs, doing the work. It is not a party. It is not a vacation. Now, I am not complaining. I love my cons. You guys know how much I have raved about my how much I missed going to cons, and none of that's changed. None of that's changed. But it is not. It's not. Oh, hey, let's go to Top Golf, bruh. I mean, no, I can't. I got work I got to do. Like it's incredibly busy. But yeah, I've never done 3 back to back to back, and yeah, the first weekend I think I got maybe 4 hours of sleep in a 3-day con. The second one out in California, I got about 4 hours of sleep, maybe 5. And then the last one out in MegaCon, I got maybe 4 or 5 again over a 4-day convention. And a lot of guys are smart about it. They know that they'll have this really intense weekend, so they'll block in some days when they get home to kind of chill, get some sleep, get some food, rest. I was home for the longest I was home in between getting in the plane was maybe a day and a half. Right?
Yeah, day and a half.
Day and a half. So there's no resting. You basically get home this block of conventions. I basically got home, turned around, got on a plane, and it was wild. It was wild. Won't be doing that if I can help it. I won't be doing that again because it was really, it sucked in a lot of ways. I am not complaining. I am grateful for everybody who brought me out to these cons. If it happens that I have a triple con back to back again at some point, if you guys are bringing me out to the show, I'm coming. I will just man up, get her done. But if I can help it, I will not be doing that again.
Right.
That was rough. Those were not the days. Those were the nights that you remember because you're like, man, sleep.
What's that?
What is that? Sweet Lady Morphia. Where are you? Yeah, it was something else. I actually felt like JJ Sounds.
Let me get caught up with some comments.
Okay.
And by the way, we're at 20. We're 10 away. Oh, let's see. Joshua Sanders says Nashville Comic Con June 3rd through the 4th is really dropping the freaking ball by not inviting you. Dang it.
Yeah.
Wish they'd get you their head out of their butts or the sky or whatever.
I feel like Josh did say out of their butts.
He actually did say out of their butts.
Aw, Josh,
Yeah.
you are awesome. Thank you for keeping it PG-13, bro. I
he
know how
actually
much
did.
biting your lip had to hurt. I love it, buddy. Thank
Yeah.
you. But I don't know. I don't know. I got no answers, bro. I got no answers.
Andre said, hi, Misty.
Yeah.
Misty says, taking Stasia and her friend around town today, wearing 2 teens out, LOL.
Wearing you out is more like it. Right?
I don't know. I think Misty would wear those girls out.
If it was a typical person, it would be the other way around. But Misty is an absolute machine.
Yes, she is.
So Stasia and friend better keep up.
Misty says, hi, Andre. Jake Setless says, hola, everyone.
Hola.
Hope everyone is doing well.
We're getting there, bro. We're getting there.
Misty says, Kim, your box is coming out this week with a little something for JJ and for Jeff. You are too sweet.
See that, Campbell's? See how they include the husband? Rude.
Well, to be fair,
it
is Mother's Day coming up in like 3 weeks.
Oh, okay.
It's not Father's Day.
I expect a Father's Day only box with my freaking assault. No, I'm fine. I kid.
You sure?
No.
Brennan Young says, hey.
What's going on, Brennan? How you doing, brother man?
Joshua Sanders says they are going to have Chuck Norris there this year. Do you want me to grab you guys an autograph, brother?
Are you serious? You're joking.
I don't know why he'd make that up.
Because Chuck Norris doesn't do cons. You are telling me the that Walker Texas Ranger himself is going to be it? No, he's got to be joking. You've got to be joking, Josh.
Let's see.
Sorry, I'm floored.
Misty says Rick is driving, and he told me to ask, is Jeff familiar with Blue Falcon?
Oh, you son. Okay, so here we're going to talk about this. So when I saw, okay, so for those of you guys who don't know, David Hefner and Ricky Lawrence are they are YouTube geniuses. They have their own YouTube channel, and they have a show called Lawn Hef, and it's a comedy show that's like it's like a talk show, late night talk show, comedy show where there's like a host and there's guests and all that, but it's also like Robot Chicken in the sense that it's animated using action figures. And so it's a lot of fun. If you guys haven't watched it, I know that they just put up the 4th episode. But with everything going on, I have not had a chance to watch the 4th episode. But that's okay, because we're going to talk about the 3rd episode. So if anybody has been in the military or they know people who have been in the military, there's a phrase called the Blue Falcon. It's not necessarily a good thing to be called a Blue Falcon. I started watching the 3rd episode because A, I am a fan, and B, they had a certain action figure as the guest, none other than Darkhawk, and you'll have to watch it. But the idea was that they were going to keep calling him Blue Falcon, and they were going to get him to call himself Blue Falcon. And it was hilarious. It was they did my boy wrong. They did my boy Chris wrong, but that's okay. I can get past it. Yeah, if you guys have not watched Law and Hef, you really should. It's so the 1st episode, the guest is Snake Eyes, and some of you guys might be wondering, well, how do they have a talk show with a guy who doesn't talk? Exactly. it was hilarious. So I'm telling you guys, if you haven't watched it, you want to laugh and you want to see some of the talent that is going on in this group. Check them out. I mean, we all watch Comedy Central or Cartoon Network or any of these other places. We got weirdos making this stuff, man, and it is funny. It is. So check it out. I got to watch the 4th episode, but yeah, the Blue Falcon. That one will stick with me for a while, Ricky. Oh, and Hef. Oh, don't think I forgot about you, Dave. Oh, no. Sam's the only Hef in there that's safe. That's all I can say.
We are 9 people away. Actually, that changed. We are now 7 people away.
Woo! Get in there. Come on.
Let's see.
I'm noodling out rock
Dennis
textures.
the Menace says, hope all is well with the little one. Sent you a reply message, but had a family tragedy, so won't be on for the whole stream. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm so sorry to hear that, Dennis. I will be checking in, buddy. I don't know what happened. We love you guys. I'm sorry to hear that. I will catch up with the messages though. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear you guys are going through some stuff right now, bro. I really am.
Joshua Sanders says the military Blue Falcon.
Yeah. That's what I always thought of Blue Falcon, but they were joking. They were saying that he's blue and he's not a hawk, he's a falcon. And the character doesn't know the military version of the Blue Falcon. So they're not really calling Darkhawk the Blue Falcon. You gotta watch the episode. It is funny. It is really, really funny.
Anastasia Lawrence says, hey.
What's going on, Stasia? Your mom just showed me the pictures of you and Obadiah at that dance. I was floored. Okay, maybe you guys all know about this, but I didn't. Cruises have like stuff to do other than dinner. I've only ever been on a dinner cruise, like a couple hours around on a dinner cruise. I've never been on a cruise. And apparently there was like a dance, and there's like a rock wall, and there's pizza and all you can eat ice cream.
Oh yeah, they have a lot of like
I'm
all you can
like,
eat stuff.
why have I never been on a cruise before?
I
know my
I
family
think we
gets
might-
horribly seasick.
I
But
think for an anniversary, we might need to go on a cruise.
I'm saying you and your family went like around Seattle, was it? No, you left from Seattle.
No, we went to like that's why I got really burnt. We went
Yeah.
down south. We went to like the Mexico area.
Where'd I get Seattle from?
I don't know.
I don't know either. But yeah, I was Misty was telling me about all the fun stuff that's on these things, and I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Everything.
I heard of a lot of people that went on cruises this spring break.
Oh yeah.
I guess a cruise was the place to be.
Well, you get to get out, man. You get to get some sun. You get to get out. There's all these ports of call, I guess is what they're called, where you get to get off the boat.
Yep.
And go see stuff. That's wild to me. I would love to go do something like that. That would be, well, I say that, but I don't know if I get seasick. I don't think I do.
Well, there's a big difference between going on like a ferry and then going on a boat.
I'm lake kin. I'm lake folk, you know. You get me out on the lake and I'm fine. But the ocean, she's different beast
There's
altogether.
A big difference.
I don't know if I get seasick. I don't know if that's a hereditary thing. I know in my family there's a few that do. But I'd give it a shot. I'd still give it a go. Find out.
Missy Lawrence says Joshua, nope. The one that was a guest on Law and Hef. David Mansell says, think about it. Next year is the 25th anniversary for Planet.
Yeah. What do you want me to think about, bro?
Maybe think about it next year. Like maybe think about it, comma. Next year is the 25th anniversary for Planet. I think that's what he's like it's a statement.
Yeah. What am I thinking about?
Like maybe how big it would be next year because
it's the 25th anniversary. Like think about it. ...
Right.
The 25th. Yeah. No, dude. Yeah. Dude. Yeah.
Steve Leidig wants you to talk about MegaCon.
Oh, MegaCon was amazing. I think I did talk about it.
Yeah, he said. I think he was just responding to you. You said, "What else do you want me to talk about?" I think he was responding. To that.
Did. Yeah, MegaCon was an incredible show, bro. If you didn't hear me when I was talking about it earlier, brother, I was drooling about the show. I mean, I still am. It was incredible, bro. I will be back. I will. You can't get rid of me now, Orlando. You done messed up. You made it too much fun.
Chris Mitchell. Oh, Missy says squeak squeak eraser.
Yep.
Chris Mitchell says go jump on the tubes of you. Only need 8 more people. Yes.
Do it now.
We're down to 10. Need 10 people.
Come on. I am almost done.
Rick Lawrence says he met Chuck Norris at Bubba Fest.
A what?
Bubba Fest.
Bubba
Fest.
What is Bubba Fest? You guys got so much cool stuff that you're doing. I don't know any of this. Cruises, Bubba Fest, whatever that is. What is that?
Let me look it up. Josh Sender says, yes, sir. They announced it a few weeks ago.
Oh, you're not joking.
He is not joking.
What? That's nuts. Chuck freaking Norris. The man whose tears can cure cancer. Too bad he never cries. He's gonna. Oh, wow. Well, that explains why they can't pay for me. They're paying for Chuck. You know that. I mean, just the beard product alone is gonna set him back.
What I saw for Bubba Fest.
Boba or Bubba?
Bubba. BUBBA. Bubba.
Okay, so I didn't know.
Is America's original Southern Fried Comic Con?
What?
I don't know what that means.
There's gonna be fried food there. Good Lord, no.
I don't know.
You can't do me like that. You can't do me like that. You gotta have fried food.
Bubba Fest.
Southern fried food. Come on.
Plain.
You got my fat man spider sense going off. Talking about southern fried food. Boy. No.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm looking at the right thing.
I'm going to need a little bit of information about that one there.
I don't know if I'm looking at the right
Obadiah.
thing.
Kenobi.
Let's see. Chris Mitchell says geniuses. Someone from Facebook user says hello together.
Hello. Together.
Marcus Gazer says nice painting.
Well, thank you, Marcus. I mean, it's not a painting, but it's a pen and ink drawing, brother. But I appreciate it. Not to be that guy. Love your face.
Rick Lawrence says episode 5 will be out Monday, and it wasn't military Blue Falcon reference. The Blue Falcon from Hanna-Barbera.
Yeah. No, I didn't want to get too much into the details. I just know that, like, when I think of Blue Falcon, the first thing I think of is the military one. You guys were clear about it, very clear about it in the episode, which again is why everybody should go watch it.
Under the Moses opinion on which cruise line you pick, let me know. I deal with cruise lines all day.
Who said what? No?
Andre said that.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah, I didn't know. I'm learning a lot about the Lamoth side of the Ed Weirdos family tree. I mean, it is rich.
George Guerrero says hi.
Hello, George. How you doing, brother?
Joshua Sanders says we just hit 60. What?
Tim seems shocked.
Chris Mitchell says I can confirm this. Kid Sanders says hi.
What's going on, Kid Sanders? Which Kid Sanders is this Kid Sanders? I need to know.
Chris Mitchell says I love the first place Edward's brain went to was food.
Heck yes. Listen, Mitchell, listen. One day, you and I, we're going to bro hug it up, and then we're going to go get some grub. And I'm telling you what, you better bring a lunch pail. I love food. I'm a fatty, fat kid at heart. Okay, and in my actual heart, I'm fat. I love food. So yeah, you can take the fat kid out of the. Wait, no, you can take the food out of the fat kid. You can't take the fat kid out of the food. Does that make sense? Probably not.
I've never heard that, but
that's because I'm making stuff up. The point is, yeah, my mind goes to food first a lot of times.
Rick Lawrence says it's the right Bubba Fest, but they have gone out of business.
Oh, poopy scoops. I got all excited about it. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the thing. Your ever-loving Ben Grimm.
It's Caden.
Caden, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? Hopefully you're having a fantastic day to go with a fantastic weekend, little man.
Andre says episode 5 of what? I missed that comment. Of
it's called Long Hef
on YouTube.
On YouTube, Ricky Lawrence and David Hefner, two Ed Weirdos, they've made their own show. It's a lot of fun. You guys should check it out.
It's a cross between a talk show and Robot Chicken.
Yeah, like a late night like host and guest, but it's like a comedy. Instead of like super serious late night shows, it's like a funny thing, but it's also, instead of people, like she was saying, it's they animate the scenes with action figures, so it's like Robot Chicken. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. All right, you guys. So I know that we've missed a good chunk of the last few weeks with Sketchercises being missed as well, but this will be available. I don't know when I'm going to do another art auction. We may have to skip this one just because over a third of the time frame that I would make stuff to sell, I've been at cons, and I'm going to be going to another con here not too far in the distant future. So what? So yeah, I'm Sketchercise. Here it is. Here we go. Okay. Well, I'm at a place now where I don't know what we should do. What should we do for the time that we have, Kimberly? Because we haven't hit 30, so I'm not gonna do the mashup. What do you think, Jump in here.
Well, I appreciate you asking me. My question to you back is, what are the options? Do you have options? I guess I should say.
No, I got nothing to do.
No, like, do you have what do you have to work on?
See that box back there behind you? Turn. With every turn.
Yeah.
That's full of stuff that I could do. Something on. I wanted to know if you had an opinion on what we.
I do
what
not
we- what
have an
we
opinion. I know
could do.
anything you pick will be wonderful.
Okay. Would you guys more updates this week, when we haven't been trying to get everything right with JJ the majority of the week, I have actually I think it's okay. We're far enough into the show I can talk about it. I didn't want to talk about it at first because I didn't want to have to repeat it, but I told you guys that I have been working on some stuff with the Siphon guys. I've been a creative consultant on Volume 2 just because haven't been able to feel confident that I could sign on to do a big long-term job with everything going on with JJ. You know, random nights, 3:00 in the morning. I'm going to spend several days after that incommunicado. You're not getting a hold of me. A day in the ER. Nights not sleeping. You know, and that'll ruin a monthly schedule. That'll ruin a schedule for a comic. And I just don't want to. I don't want to BS with anybody. I don't want to say, "Oh, I'm that guy that can do this." I'll overextend myself, and I'll be like, "Yeah, I can do this." No. It's best that I just say, "Here's the reality," and it's best that I try to do jobs that are a little bit more sort of situated for, you know, our life. So creative consultation for Siphon, plus doing some covers. That's stuff that I can handle doing, and know full well that if my son has a seizure, I won't miss a deadline, and you know I can still keep the work going. Well, things have progressed, and this week I have actually started doing layouts for Siphon. So for anybody who doesn't know what that means, let's talk about it. The process begins with the core idea. You either yourself or you hire somebody else or you tag team with somebody else. Doesn't really matter how you get to the point where you have a script. You get to the point where you have a script, and then someone like me becomes involved. Now, depending on how the script is done, for all you that don't know out there, Caden and the youngins, there are two types of scripts for comic books. There's one that's called a full script, and then there's one that's called a script in the Marvel way. Marvel, like Marvel Comics. What does that mean? Well, a full script to some people means we go so far giving every detail that, like, you'll have writers who like draw out the boxes and like compose the shots, and that's a bit much. But you have people who do. But for the majority of the time, a full script just means they break down the panels, they break down the dialogue, and they break down the action, and they make it clear, a full, clear page, a full, clear picture of what's going on in every panel and every page. The Marvel way is different. The Marvel way is you would get a script, and it would consist of something really simple, like a very simplified version of that. You'd get a script, and let's say for page 3, let's say it's a Spider-Man and Venom fight. Page 3 would be if there's supposed to be a big battle in a bank, and somehow it spills out into the streets. That's exactly what would be said in the script. It wouldn't be broken down into panels. It wouldn't be broken down into dialogue, and it wouldn't be broken down into action. It would be page 3, the battle in the bank spills into the New York street. And then you, as the artist, you have to figure out the rest. You have to figure out the pacing. You have to figure out the compositions of the panels. You have to figure out the shots they're in. You have to figure out all that stuff. And it's called the Marvel Way because it was made famous by Jack Lee. Stan Lee. They're so intertwined, those two. I just call them Jack Lee and Stan Kirby.
There's your next mashup.
Yeah, Jack Lee and Stan Kirby. Stan Lee, famous writer. He helped create most of the Marvel big name characters that you know. But he would write in the Marvel Way so that he can make a lot of scripts happen in a very, very tight deadline for his writing, deadlines. But it would require that his artists that would work with him would actually have to do some of the job of the writer. And that is the pacing, that is the dialogue, that is breaking all that stuff down. It's not done as much now, but for anybody who didn't know what the Marvel Way is, here's the Marvel Way. Now, what does all that have to do, all that education about script writing and comics, what does that have to do with the Siphon book? This is the first time I've ever been asked to do this sort of a job. I have been asked to come on and do the layouts. So the layouts, after you get a script, some guys will lay out on the big boards, the 11x17 boards. I tend to not, because I do so many ideas. I iterate and come up with different ideas so often that I would be burning down entire Amazon forests of 11x17 boards. So, and I just don't like doing them big like that. I like being able to see a small thumbnail, scratch out just crappy little sketches, get my ideas down, see if they work. If they do, then I can keep going with them. If they don't, I haven't wasted a lot of time and energy on them. So I will do layouts. I have an 8.5 by 11 toner piece of paper, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4 rows of 6. They're about that size. They're about the size of your thumbnail. Little templates of a comic book page, and I will lay out the panels and pages from the script. I then with Siphon, I would then go on, and after the approval process, I would pencil whatever layouts got approved, and then I would send that off for approvals, and then whatever changes were made, I make them, and then I ink the pencils. Well, I've never been asked to do just layouts alone. I've been asked on Siphon to now do layouts alone. So I've been working on the layouts. That's a first time. That's one first. I've never done that before. And we're doing it in the Marvel Way, which is also a first for me. I really dig it with this story, and probably only this story. And the reason is because I have months and months and months and months and months of working on nothing but Silas, Antonio, Lydia, this story. I'm very familiar with these characters. So for me to come in and be able to do, okay, here's kind of what the dialogue will look like. Here's kind of what the tone will look like. If it was a project where I was new to it and I wasn't familiar with the characters like that, this would be really, really difficult. Like, it's already very difficult because it's new and it is a challenge, but it would be almost impossible. I don't know if I could do this with a story about some characters I've never worked with before. I really don't. I know these characters, so I can feel pretty confident that, like, if I'm kind of in the ballpark, I'm close enough, because we'll flesh out the dialogue and everything later. So yeah, it's been a really challenging week to try to do layouts from a script that in a style I've never worked with before, but particularly in a style in which it requires the artist to do a lot more of the collaboration with the writer. It's a lot of fun, though. I do like doing it this way with characters I'm familiar with. But it's challenging because it's new, something I haven't ever done before. I think one of the biggest struggles is going to be that I put together these layouts, and the way I do my layouts is I want to have something that I think you guys are going to love reading. You're going to be like, yeah, that's awesome. But also something that's going to make me go, oh man, I can't wait to draw that. And now I'm going to have to turn it over to somebody else because I'm only doing the layouts, and that's going to be hard. I'm going to be like, I really want to draw so many of these pages. But But again, you got to do stuff that's new. You got to do stuff that's fun. This is definitely new. It's definitely a challenge. Never done it before, but it's fun, and it's something that I can still do. Literally, with JJ having another seizure. No, you know what I'm saying. So this is the job that is still doable considering our circumstances. The penciling and inking, I just unless there was like no deadline to it, which that never happens. Yeah, until things just kind of get settled down, and JJ's getting to a consistently good place. I have to hand off the layouts, and I don't want to. I mean, there's a bunch of pages in there. Yeah, I really want to draw, but yeah. So that's what we've been doing this week. Just working on laying out one of the issues for Siphon, and it's been harder than I thought it would be. I am used to being told, okay, here's the panels, here's the action, here's the dialogue. This was a challenge, but I'm having fun with it. I say all that because what my plan was before this was offered to me was I put them together. I told Kimberly, you can see that box right there, that short box. I put together a list of commissions in order that I wanted to do them in. Because I'm going to hammer these bad boys out. But then I got this job thing. So, and it's published work, so I got to do it. I can't say no to it. And but all that comes back around to me answering your question of I could pick anything in that box, and I could work on. I could color a mashup. I could color a sketcher size.
I think you should color a mashup.
Okay. She's gonna talk.
Let's see who said that. Marcus said that the thing is awesome. He loves it.
Marcus
Gazer.
Thank you, Marcus. I'm gonna stand up so you guys. Hold on one second. Go ahead. Keep going.
Andre says, "Oh, I know. I've seen the first 2 episodes." Kid Sanders says, "Jeff, you're not fat. You look like an awesome football player."
Aw, you are a sweetheart. Well, thank you. I used to play football. I used to. Can you still hear me? Can they still hear me? Yeah, they can hear me because my little thing there. I used to play football. And I mean, I wasn't the best at it, but I played all the way up into college. And, we had NFL scouts come to the college, and you got to meet guys, and there's fun conversations had. So could it have happened? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, David Mansell, are you still here? Let me know if you're still here. So I try, bro. Oh, Mr. Wolak, are you still here? Let me know if you're still here. I did get some of these done. I forgot all about this. Me?
Just weather's coming.
No. I'm just talking to people on the stream, Mama.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I got some of your guys' stuff done, and I didn't know if you guys wanted
Craig
to see.
is here.
Craig is here. Did I show you your Harley Poison Ivy? The finished one, Mr. Wolak? Can't remember.
Andre says that he needs to catch up on the episodes. Andre says he picked Kim, so he makes good decisions.
Well, that one kind of fell into my lap. Literally. I just went on a trip to Paris. Like, I didn't have any plans for it.
DeHef says, "Missed you, sexy people." And then Chris Mitchell goes, "Kim's judgment, however, is questionable at best."
That is true. So here are the first 2 options. I'll let you guys pick. I either have Thanos, sketcher size, a headshot of Thanos, or a Joker, sketcher size, of the Joker. Those are the first two options that I pulled out of the box.
He said he saw the pencils.
Would you like to see the finished inks or no? I know that this is like a, how did you describe this? A holy grail commission? And you might not want it to be.
Sam Pepper says, hello, Edwardian. Sitting at a huge family dinner. Subtitles are a lifesaver.
Nice. Well, we're happy to provide.
Chris Mitchell says, make the whole family pull the video on their phones. James Dunn says, I want to see stuff.
Nice.
Yes, Craig wants to see it.
Okay.
James says, last Saturday, I wasn't even sure it was really a Saturday because no Jeff.
I know.
Andre says Joker.
Oh, we got one for the Joker? Okay.
Marcus Gazer said Joker would be nice.
2 for Joker. Okay.
Josh Shander says Thanos.
Oh!
And Chris Mitchell says I pick the third option.
Of course he does. Okay.
Okay,
Mitchell,
I'm gonna let you get this. I need to
helpful.
go warm up his food. Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I will. Since we got 2 for Joker, I will put away Thanos here.
Real quick, Rob wants to know: have you colored the Sketcher size book he got from you on the last auction?
Sketcher size book he got from me on the last auction. Which one is that, Rob? Yours is the Joker, Rob. Well, now Rob's probably going to pick that one. Because this was, you got the Joker, and what else did you get, Rob?
Oh, so that's what they want you to color?
Well, now I'm guessing Rob's going to pick this, so that'd be 2 votes for Joker, 2 for Thanos. Oh, no,
There
Craig
were a
Wolak
few.
just...
Thanos, Joker, and Black Panther, so those are all his.
Okay, he might not pick Joker then. But Craig Wolak
Craig
did.
picked the Joker.
I think we're gonna have to do Joker. Okay. Well, Rob. No, not yet. I'm about to though, big buddy. I'm about to. So you got. Wow, yeah, you did get all of those, didn't you? So Rob doesn't have a decision between them. He's just like, yeah, yes, just yes to all of those. I love it. Okay. No, I have not, Rob. It has been wild around here. But I can definitely bust out some colors on the Joker now, since it seems to be the overall pick. So if you guys don't remember, here, I'm back. Hold on. I'm not back. I lied. Sorry. I didn't mean to. I said it. I'm wrong. Okay, so there's that. Okay, so there's Mr. Wolax. David Mansell, if you're still here, let me know, because I did get your Steampunk Ahsoka done, and I didn't know if you wanted to see it. I got this stuff done, you guys, and then literally, I the stuff that happened with JJ, I just kind of it all went away, and now I got to what's the word I'm looking for? Get back into the groove. Yeah. Rob says, I figured, just wanted to check. Yeah. But we're getting it done, brother. We are. He says, I also have to thank you again for the. Oh, that was a lot of fun. If you guys didn't know, Rob was active duty in. Oh man, your friend Greg, he told me the rank, and he told me your specific job, but I know I'm gonna butcher it. Oh, crap. Well, you guys will see it. And if you guys know the rank and the job, then remind me, what is the rank and what is the job, Rob? I don't want to make a mistake on that. But anyways, what he's talking about is a friend of his named Greg reached out to me and said, hey, Rob's about to retire. Was it 26 years, Rob? An absolute machine, Rob has been. He's going to retire, and and Greg was like, I wanted to give him a gift at his retirement ceremony. And he showed me that Rob was going to be getting the Defense Meritorious Award. Defense Meritorious Award. I'm probably screwing this up again. And so Greg and I started talking about like what could we do. And so we back and forth through DMs, silently without Rob knowing, by the way, and we kind of came up with this idea of Snake Eyes presenting Rob with his medal. So I did an image. I worked up a cover, and it's Snake Eyes hand presenting him the Defense Meritorious Service Medal. Oh, I was actually pretty close. 22 years. I was the command master chief of an intel unit. That's freaking awesome, right? 22 years. I was so close. Mitchell says, I don't care if he's here. Show the Ahsoka anyway. Oh, that'd be mean if David didn't want that to be seen. I don't know if I could do that. There you go. There goes his not telling a lie since junior high. I know, right? But that just come on. I caught myself. See, I'm terrible at it. Swap cameras, tired of your face. All right, fine, Mitchell. Jeez. Rude mother. No. And so you guys will see it. I made some videos about it. I'm gonna do a real cool video. But it was a lot of fun. Took a while to get it done. It's a waisting up image. I put in like the four quadrants behind him in the background, his rank and his job. The emblems go with it, and got to do a lot of fun research. Got to draw Snake Eyes, and then sent it off to Greg, and he handled it from there. So I'm honored to be a part of it. It was a lot of fun. Thank you for your service. Thank you for all you've done. Everybody who's a vet, if you guys are in the Ed Weirdos, if you just come across this, same thing goes to you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. My family is police and military. I can get up every day and draw and color your cartoons because you guys are out there. You guys and you ladies. I don't mean guys like guys. I mean, that's just how we say in this around here. Y'all keep us safe. So it means the world to me. Appreciate everything that you guys do. And Rob in particular, congrats. Now you got to find out what to do with all your time. Because I imagine you're probably kind of trying to figure out what to do with yourself. But you've earned it. Whatever you do, you've more than earned it. Just make sure that you enjoy it. That's all anyone could ever ask. Love you, buddy. Rob, make sure there's no noodle doodle on it. Andre, of course there's a noodle doodle. It's mean. It's mean. But it's like my new signature. Now you got to find the hidden doodle of the noodle. I hear May over here chewing on the carpet. Sorry, that freaked me out. Okay, Mr. Wolak. Okay, so for anybody who doesn't know, last year at MegaCon, Mr. Craig Wolak asked me to do a commission. It was, I'm going to forget the number. Is it 160? Is it 601? I feel like there's a 0, a 6, and a 1 somewhere in the combination for the issue number. Anyways, it's the really, really famous Amazing Spider-Man cover. And it's the one where Mary Jane is sitting on the couch, sort of wistfully, looking out the window, hoping that, maybe hoping Peter's safe, maybe hoping he'll come home early, and he's zipping through. You can see through the window, he's zipping through the city. J. Scott Campbell did it. It's an amazing cover. Sorry, got something in my eye. Oh, got something in my eye. But Mr. Wolak wanted a little twisty goo on this. He wanted the same composition, so it was an homage, but instead of MJ, he wanted it to be Harley Quinn. And instead of Spidey zipping through the city, New York, like a tiny little, he wanted Poison Ivy, because the book he gave me was the Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy book. He wanted Poison Ivy in the window. And what else was it? Instead of the picture of MJ and Peter on the wall inside the apartment, he wanted it to be a picture of the Joker. And instead of on the magazine, what was the article about in the original of the there's a magazine on her coffee table. And I can't remember what the article is about on the front page, but Mr. Wallach was like, what if it was a picture of Superman coming in visiting Gotham City, and then you could have like that's the news of the day. And so 601 is the couch. Okay, 601. I was very close. Oh wow. Okay, hold on. Whoa. Okay. Andre says thank you for your service, Rob Moisel. Yes. Craig Wallach, thank you. 601. I had the numbers. I think I got 601 right. And then Facebook user says, hold on. Amy Youngberg, what's going on? Hey, Amy, could you reconnect with StreamYards to let them back into your heart? I know it's been a while, babe. I'm sorry. It's been like over a month. It says Facebook user. I don't want it to say that. You deserve so much more than Facebook user. She says, what's up, everyone? So sorry we missed the live tonight, but we are in Amsterdam right now. Like, Amsterdam? Or is there some city in the Midwest, like Paris, Missouri, Amsterdam, Kansas? Or are you in Amsterdam? Because if you're all the way out there, that is amazing. Hope JJ is feeling much better this week, and the rest of the family is doing well too. He is getting a lot better. He is. We love you guys. We love if Terry's out there with you, or if this is just like a girls' vacay, family vacay. I don't know. We love you guys. We love you all. He's getting better. James Dunn says the one on the couch or the one where she's leaning against the window. No, it's the one on the couch. It's 601. Rob Moisel says, awesome place. I'm not sure. Awesome place. 601 is the couch. Right. I have it. It's been a while since I looked though. Gotcha. Daniel Part 2 says, Jeff, guess where we are? Saltgrass? Or are you at that little hole in the wall place outside the cemetery that had the crazy spicy hot food? Hey, Dan, if you're here, ask David if he's okay with me showing the steampunk Ahsoka. I got it done. Ask him if he wants to see it. I was saying awesome place to Amsterdam. Oh, yeah. When Kimberly and I actually met, we literally did meet in Paris. And it was on a school field trip. And we did have a day where we could have gone kind of anywhere, and some of the people did. They traveled up to Amsterdam. I heard nothing but good things about it, so I would have loved to have gone. James Dunn said Ted Lasso's last episode was in Amsterdam. I gotta watch that show. Facebook user says, "Hey strangers, hold on. Who's that? Scott Newton Jr., what's going on, brother man? Hey, you gotta let StreamYard back into your heart, your life, bro." I was saying awesome place. Okay, I got you, Rob. Right. I looked over at Facebook, and that's where it shows that it was linked to the comment. On StreamYards, however, it's just another comment, so it doesn't make that connection to the conversation. But I'm with you, bro. I got you. I appreciate you. Love your face. Daniel says hole in the wall. Nice. I'm here. I'm guessing that's David through Dan. Is that right, David? If this is David, let me know. Please say like it's David or something. Then it's hole in the wall. Yep, you guys are gonna get that super spicy food. Enjoy. It's good. Saltgrass yesterday. Nice. Facebook user Ryan Ambrose. You also got to let StreamYards into your life, brother. He says Partouche in the hizzy for shizzy. Show it off. I'm thinking that's David, but I need to hear it's David Mansell, please. Again with the StreamYards. I know. I suck. I'm sorry. Amy Youngberg, she says Amsterdam. Yes, in the Netherlands. Terry is here too. Nice. He's so sound asleep right now. It's a 7-hour time difference, so we are sad that we're going to miss the live, but happened to wake up and thought I'd jump in.
Aww.
Well, I'm so glad that you did. Enjoy Amsterdam. Mitchell says Lasso's great. Definitely add it to your list, Edwards. Done. Mitchell says, got my 601 as a secret Santa gift along with a 606 and a 607. Nice. It's Dan. I'm here. I know, Dan. I need to
He
know if
wants
it's
to know if
David.
David Mansell is
If it's
here.
David. Allow StreamYard to record your farts.
I mean, we love that you're here. Don't
Yeah,
get us
no,
wrong.
we love David. We love Dan. We love that Dan's here, but this is for David. Anywho, back to Craig's piece. So I did the pencils and I showed it to him, and then I inked it, and I must have just everything just kind of faded away when all this stuff happened with JJ. So Mr.
Yes,
Warlock,
he said David is here.
awesome. Mr. Warlock, here is your homage to Amazing Spider-Man 601. And you have Harley kind of letting her hair out. She's got her tights on. And then you got, work with me here. Then you got Miss Pamela Isley. Come on. There we go. And then try to get in all the little details he wanted. You can't see him very clearly because of the trade dress, but that is the Joker in that portrait. And then got to do some fun lettering. Here, this will clear it up. Man of Steel visits Gotham City, Daily Planet, after Campbell. And then I made some fun changes. Gave her a diamond rug. Changed up the floor. Changed up the tiles. I wanted to give her red and black tiles instead of the brickwork. Kept the couch pretty much the same. So, you look puzzled, Kimberly.
Yeah, let me see that for a second.
Why? What?
Where is Ivy's? Oh, she's
crawling in the window.
She's okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I thought she was like around this way, and I was
No.
like, there's no legs. She's cut
She's got her
off.
butt right there.
I see.
That's the booty. For anybody who didn't see the
I
booty,
see it.
there's little. Oh,
Ivy
come on,
booty.
focus. A little plant booty. Come on, focus. There we go. She's the femme fatale. She's the sexy one. So she's like literally crawling in the window. Come to my window. So there you go.
That's playing in the
I
background.
guess. Jeff cut off legs. What? You got legs for days, bruh. Look at them legs. Now, yeah, okay, fair enough. I did cut off Ivy's, but she's got to be crawling in the window. Good Lord. Oh my Lord. Okay. Am I StreamYard approved now? You are. Are you not entertained? I am, Scott. Thank you, brother. Rob says that's a B. All right. Thank you so much, brother. James says you got the J.S. Campbell proportions. Listen, there are quite a few guys from the Image. I call them the golden age of Image, who, despite the fact that you don't see it often, I do very, very much enjoy their styles. And guys like Michael Turner, guys like J. Scott Campbell, those guys are just they're the bee's knees. I enjoy drawing these lithe, long, graceful limbs, these beautiful. Don't get me wrong, you'll see a lot of times that I'll have some thick ladies, but I didn't always draw. I still don't always draw women that way. Most of the time, I tend to draw them like this. These guys studied classic pinup illustrations, classic pinup illustrators, and so did I. So I see a lot of what the old school artists were doing in guys like J. Scott Campbell and God rest his soul, Michael Turner's work, and it makes the illustrator in me very happy. So. Yeah, this was right up my alley. This was super, super fun. Scott says, wicked awesome. Thank you, brother. Joshua Sanders says, amazing. Well, thank you. Craig says, love it, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Mitchell says, schmexy. Facebook user says, nice.
Kurt Peterson.
What's going on, Kurt? How you doing? Thanks for coming back. Hey, could you hit the link to StreamYard so that it doesn't tell me that your name is Facebook user and actually tells me your name, because you deserve so much more than Facebook user. She found a noodle. Maybe. Cut off legs. Mitchell says, "Be careful, Craig. Tina might come after you when she sees this." Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Ivy has no legs, only butt. True. Only half the people have legs. That's true. That is true. Yeah. Rob Lot. I'm not even gonna read that. Captain Pockets. Nice. Jeff, did you misspell Campbell? I did. I didn't put the P in there. I'll put the P in there. That was not, you don't laugh at that. That was not what I meant to say. Yes, I did. I put Campbell. I never said I could read. Need to get some Liefeld style women down on paper, Jeff. Ooh, I don't know about all that. Pouches. Hello, Jeff and Kim. Hope all is well. Hello, Mike Kusera. Everybody wants pouches. I don't know why. Okay. Now I gotta make a note to put the rest of the letters of his name in there. I can't say it because the last time I said it, Kimberly, I don't know what happened over there, but she had a conniption. You all right?
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
Wow, she went there. All right. Oh, I'm knocking stuff down.
That's what Chris Mitchell said.
Oh, is he?
James Dunn says, "LOL." He actually took the P out of
I
the
did.
drawing.
I did. I'm so worried about drawing doodles and noodles and peas. Okay, so David Mansell wanted a steampunk Ahsoka. We did hear him say it was Dave, right?
He said David was here.
David is here. Okay, so I know that he said that he wanted it done by Planet, but we didn't end up getting it done by Planet. Then he said it could be done by Austin. Austin, I think is what he said. Oh, there's David Mansell. Do it. Okay. Well, either way, I got it done. I got it done. Steampunk Ahsoka.
Steampunk robot demon Ahsoka.
Well, you're not wrong. There's a lot going on here. This was super fast and super easy. It was animated stuff. It was none of those things.
Kind of like my Build-A-Bear.
Oh, I hate your face. So yes, she's got her tethers to her backpack so that she can cast these amazing plasma swords in a steampunk Victorian environment. She's got her harnesses and her armor, and everything is Victorian era. Yeah. Boom. Rob Moisel says, well, thank you. And Facebook user says, well, thank you, guys. David Mansell says, oh my goodness, nice. Joshua Sanders says, holy hell, you killed it, brother. Well, thank you, brother. Where are her goggles? I genuinely thought about giving her goggles, but then I was like, if I put here's the issue, okay? There's a couple of things that are iconic to characters like Ahsoka. And I think we all agree, since her earliest iteration, she's had some sort of headband. And I didn't want to get away from the headband because I think that would, you either put it on her, and we need to see her face, or you have them resting up top, like most people would put them up on the crown of their forehead. But the crown of her forehead is where her headband is always at. And so I was like, I don't want to cover up the headband, and I don't want to cover up her face. Maybe she's just in a hurry. She left the goggles back at the shop. It could happen. I don't know, but I didn't want to. I thought about putting goggles on her, but then I was just like, if I do it any other way, then they're hanging around her neck. But then I'd cover up some of the top of the main bit of chest armor, and I wanted to be able to show the rivets all the way around. And I just kind of was like, how necessary are the goggles? Unless she's holding those plasma swords right up to her face, I don't think she's gonna. I think she'll be fine. So that was what I was my thoughts on it. Amy Youngberg says, love it. Thank you. Facebook user says, that's cool.
That was Marcus.
Well, thank you, Marcus. You're cool. So there, I said it. David hates it. Give it to me. I don't know, Mitchell. I don't know. Mr. Warlick says, incredible. Well, thank you, sir. Daniel Partu says, simply amazing. Well, thank you. You're simply amazing. Not steampunk without steam, bro. Well, what do you think she's got in that big old canister on her back? Midichlorians? Probably. Aerosol midichlorians. Yeah, probably. Daniel says, Dave already said I could have it. Ooh, I don't know about all that. Then he says, Dave is sitting next to me. Ooh, yeah, but I saw David's actual account. And if that account says that that I can give this to you, then I will. But I don't. Hang them on her neck. Yeah, I know. I thought about that. But again, you would okay. If I hung them on her neck, they'd have to be under her montrals. So you would only see like one lens and then the nose connector. And I was like, yeah. I thought about it. Maybe she's going to get steam in her eyes. I mean, depending on the environment, she could go to Mustafar. There's a lot of steam and sulfuric smoke that comes off the lava, maybe. Goggles. We don't need no stinking goggles. Mitchell gets it. I don't know. Gasoline. Excuses. I told you.
He said maybe she's going to get steam in her eyes.
I don't think she's gonna have much to worry about there. Last time I checked, she's able to evade a steamy situation. Wow.
Kurt says where we're going, we don't need goggles.
There you go. Yes. Back to the Future. Okay, so there are those two. Boom, bam. I gotta add a letter on this one. I'm not saying anything. It's strange. I left enough room between the M and the B that I could put a P in there. I don't know why I didn't. Big dummy. When the heck did you have time to do that? I am always working, Dan. That is why I don't sleep. That is so incredible, just amazing. Well, I'm glad you dig it, Mr. Mansell. I love your face, brother man. All right, so we're going to knock this out. Oh, I'm getting all up in your business. Sorry. Okay, here's my color chart for my.
You're getting all up in Grogu's business?
No, the camera.
Oh, I was about to say.
Yeah. Yeah, if I got up in Grogu's business, like, who's gonna complain about that? I didn't even know Grogu's business. You guys, we have not watched the Mando season 3 yet. I am so far behind. No, we watched what? One episode?
We watched
two
episodes.
I think 2 episodes. And then all this stuff happened. And honestly, that's a big reason why we're behind on so much stuff is that stuff just keeps coming up.
Okay, real quick. Rob wants you to make the bow tie purple.
Bow tie purple. Love it.
I want you to start coloring it.
No. I appreciate it.
David Mansell says that's so incredible, just amazing. And then James says, so she's going to Coruscant?
I don't really put together a story with these pieces, especially if we're combining like steampunk's a very specific genre. I guess a steampunk Coruscant. I'm trying to.
He says you need goggles at Hoth, Yavin, and Tatooine.
It's Yavin.
Yavin. I've not heard that one. I've heard Hoth and Tatooine, but I have not heard of Yavin.
Well, you could get by on Tatooine as long as there's no.
Where's Yavin
sandstorm. You can get by on Hoth. Well, no, you probably can't get by on Hoth.
Where's Yavin?
It's a planet.
Well, I've never heard of it.
I don't know. That's like saying, where's Earth in space?
Like, who is it associated with? Who goes there? Like, where would I have seen it? What Star Wars would I have seen it in?
Oh, a few. Hold on. I'm trying to think here about coloring Joker. All right, here's what, because we're running out of time. I'm going to color Joker. Guys, give her a rundown of Yavin. Okay. Anything else, Rob? Purple. Well, there's nothing else there. Okay. All right. Try and picture what I want to do here. You guys probably don't know this, but I tend to do a lot of planning in my head quietly, just looking at stuff, which doesn't make for good live stream content. I know. I'm trying to picture
Chris Mitchell says Qui-Gon and Doc Brown and Marty and Obi-Wan. James Jones says also LOL, it looks great. I was just busting your balls. Amy Youngberg says, Signy back off, otherwise I'll be worthless tomorrow. Good night, weirdos. Night, Amy. Have fun in Amsterdam.
Amy. Yes, enjoy.
Kurt says, Signy, I gotta run. It's my brother's birthday. How long are you going to be on? Glad to see you. I think we're only going till 7.
7:30 max. So at max another hour. You know what I'm going to do? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to color the tie first. So sorry to cut you off. The reason why I have to kind of concentrate here is because every time I do one of these colors, actually, can you reach that hell crawler over there? It's on top of the scanner. Man, I wish Roger was here.
Oh.
Crap. Poopy scoops. I don't know if I want to show it without him seeing it first.
Hi, Miguel.
Hello, Miguel.
Yavin 4. He said nope. Ryan Ember's teachers are going to strike. Purple monkey dishwater. Pass it on. Don't mind me.
Okay, I don't feel good about showing that without Roger seeing it first. Okay, so what I'm trying to do here is I picture a general color temperature for the piece, and I try to stick with that so that there's some consistency. Some of the real bombastic coloring that you see in some older comics, they wouldn't necessarily keep the color temperature the same throughout, so you would have these really poppy, vibrant blues and these really poppy, vibrant oranges and yellows and everything. But it's like, okay, well, those blues are, if you just pull the blue sections out of that image, it's blue with a cool temperature. Then it would be orange with a warm temperature. And then it would be red with a warm temperature. You know what I'm saying? And so instead of it all having a consistent tone, they would just say, okay, well, each color, let's just make it as poppy as possible. And I tend to get away from that. I tend to give my pieces, when I color them, an overall tone, either warm or cool, just keeping it generic. And if I break that, it's only when I'm trying to use color theory to its greatest advantage. Color theory, one of the things about color theory that it says warm colors will come forward, cool colors will recede. So if I'm really trying to separate out a character from the background, and let's say he is a red character or an orange character or a yellow character, sure, I'll push him into a warm tone, and I'll push the background into a cool tone. But with these sketch exercises in particular, or these mashups, there's not really much in the way of background, so I can't really use it for spatial relationships. So I have to keep it all kind of consistent. So I'm sitting here going, well, if I give him a purple tie, I could go with a cool blue, and that way all the shadowing on the white paint of his face would be this cool blue. Or I could go with like a warm color over everything. And then I'm thinking I could go with some of these really, really faint skin tones as the shadow of the very white face paint of the Joker. So that's why I couldn't come up with I couldn't do two things at once. I'm over here trying to plan out the coloring, and
It's all good. The Edwardo's got my back.
They got you. Okay, so how about this, Rob? Do you have a particular color tone that you want this to be? Do you want to be all warms? Do you want to be all cools, or do you care?
Miguel says, what did I win? A used car. James Dunn says, P.S. Yavin is from the first movie. Miguel says, how's Ray J? Other than his last seizure.
Ray J?
I think he's just having fun.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. Okay.
Other than his last seizure, he's doing good.
Yeah.
Getting much better. Better every day. Chris Mitchell says Yavin 4 is where the final battle of Rogue One happened. Okay.
I like the cool, rich, royal type colors the most. Cool colors it is, brother. I appreciate you. Okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yavin is what you say when Vin Diesel says it's about family.
Wow. Wow.
That's really good, James.
Wow.
Yavin.
Yavin.
Yavin 4 was the forest planet where the rebels had a base at the end of A New Hope. Okay. The space battle.
Okay.
Miguel says, I'm here for the giveaways. Well,
I know you are, Miguel. I know
Miguel,
you are.
I will give you a heads up. We did not hit 30 tonight as of right now. So as of right now, there is no giveaway.
Yeah, bro.
Right now, Jeff will just be coloring.
Yes.
So if that makes and breaks whether you stay or not,
And Miguel promptly leaves the chat.
Right. I mean, hopefully it doesn't, but yeah.
If anybody didn't know, I don't know how you couldn't know. He put it all over Facebook. Miguel became a dad. Congratulations.
Yeah, congrats, Miguel.
To you and the family, Miguel. Hopefully all this stuff that you hear us going through right now, hopefully you guys dodge that and you don't have to go through that because that sucks. But judging from the pictures, I'm happy to see that mama and baby are happy and healthy and everything turned out great. Now, say goodbye to sleep, bro.
Yeah. Our son is almost 2 and we're still saying goodbye to sleep.
Yeah. Sweet lady.
I don't even know what sleep is.
Who is sleep? Sleep is a person? No? Okay, I don't know anything about this sleep you speak of.
Miguel, he had a little boy, right?
I think so. Miguel?
Oh, he's probably gone.
I can't remember.
James Dunn says the ground battle was on Scarif in Rogue One. Miguel says, thanks, people. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Chris Mitchell says Jeff is giving away free lessons in his dojo, and Miguel won.
I don't know about all that. Miguel would get has a nice way to say put squarely on his butt. Yeah. And I think he knows it. I think Miguel knows it. He's not a dumb guy, right? Right.
I don't believe he is.
Yeah. I think he knows how it would all shake out, Miguel.
I don't think he is.
Love it. Love it. What I actually love even more than that is hearing JJ up there talking.
You got a 9-pound baby boy? Whoa.
Good Lord. Sweet Christmas. That's what they call a
baby.
thick biscuit right there.
Well, congratulations.
Yes.
Congratulations. Yes. Our son would have been, if he went to term, probably 9 to 10 pounds if he would have went to term.
Probably.
So.
Almost assuredly.
Yeah.
That's why I know what a thick biscuit is.
Yes. Congrats.
Yes.
That's great.
Big time congrats.
Yes. That's always just awesome.
Yeah.
New life. David Mansell says, Jeff, we are eating at the Mexican restaurant we went to.
Oh, Dan told me, bro. Dan told me. I'm glad that you guys are enjoying it. I would say avoid the jalapenos, but you didn't last time, so you probably won't this time. Yeah.
Well, he likes it caliente.
Yeah, no, he likes it like paint stripper hot. Like it'll
paint stripper.
Like it'll burn the paint off of cast iron, skillets and stuff. Not that you'd paint a cast iron skillet, but you know what I'm saying. Like that stuff was hot. I think I'm traumatized by it. And I like spicy food, but that was a whole other level.
James says, I recently had a new Fortnite skin.
Oh, okay. Cool. I'm not sure. I feel like that was a joke.
I don't know anything about
Yeah,
Fortnite.
I'm so bad with Fortnite. I only barely know anything about Minecraft.
Oh, yeah. And I only know about it because my nieces play it. I don't know anything about it.
Anything about Fortnite.
No.
Other than
No.
you build stuff and yeah.
Oh, James says I also don't get sleep. LOL.
Fair. Oh, is that why? Because of Fortnite? Fair enough.
Probably. That's probably
That's
so.
probably why. Right.
That's awesome. Any more updates for you?
Me?
Yeah. We got a little lull in the chat, so I figured if you had any more to talk about.
I got this that I can talk about. So, as some of you guys may know, you may not. In my efforts to color at cons more now, I have my travel kit of my Copics. These are just the ones that I take with me. They're like my go-to ones. Just spent way too much money. I got me another carry case, and I got me refills. Not all of them. I'm missing a few. Okay, I'm missing one. E11 beige barley.
The one that's gonna take like a month to get.
Yeah,
I guess like it's the special one.
It's spicy. Yeah, it's a spicy meatball. So that'll be nice if the occasion crops up where somebody wants me to color at a con, and Steve's not there. I don't know why you want me to color if Steve's there, but you know what? Maybe it could happen. I don't know. So there's that. Spent a painful amount of money on getting new Copic refills, and I mean painful. It hurt. It hurt my soul and my pocketbook.
It's pretty pricey.
Oh my gosh.
Chris Mitchell says in 20-ish years from now, JJ versus Baby Migs to finally decide once and for all whose dojo is the best.
Do we really need to put Miguel's child through that sort of trauma? We really have to do this? It seems unnecessary. It seems like common sense would just kind of clear it up. But I mean, you guys are into that kind of blood sport, I guess. But
I mean, let us know, because right now our son is in the 90th percentile.
I mean, how many times do you guys need to be told this?
90th percentile for his head and 70th percentile for his height.
He's an absolute leviathan.
He is the size of many 4-year-olds.
4 to 3
and he's not even 2 yet.
He is literally baby Huey.
There are 4-year-olds that don't weigh as much as he weighs.
But if you guys want to see him crush Miguel's child, I suppose we could get like Dana White, some UFC. I don't know, Ultimate Toddler Fighting Championship. We can make it happen.
James Dunn says, "I'm gonna be honest. I love your colors."
Oh, thank you, James. That's very sweet of you, bro.
And then Miguel goes, "Mini Mike is already a yellow belt."
Wait, yellow like chicken, like scaredy cat yellow? Like
yeah, James Dunn goes, "Miguel, that's just pee."
Who said that?
James Dunn.
Oh no, James hitting below the Pampers.
Miguel, we're not talking about the diaper he's wearing.
Oh God, who, Miguel?
No, Mini Mike.
Because Miguel will be wearing a diaper, guaranteed. Like if he steps to my dojo, yeah.
Where's black belt compared to yellow belt?
So your traditional path is white belt, yellow belt. Some folks have a brown belt or a tangerine belt. Then there's some schools that have a blue or an indigo. Ours went as follows. We had white belt, yellow belt, green belt, and then it was a massive jump to red belt, and then there was a black belt. And then after you were a black belt, you could try to increase your ranking as a black belt. They're called Dan. So you would be a 3rd, 4th degree or Dan, 4th Dan black belt. But there's other paths into different schools.
Mm.
I'm sure Chuck Norris at Nashville Comic Con can tell you a lot. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure he can.
Oh yeah. wish I was going.
Miguel says and is watching Mexican kung fu tutorial videos. Mm.
I'm so curious what that is. As far as I know, Mexican kung fu isn't a thing.
We'll have to Google
I
it.
would. Well, no, you can't trust Miguel to
Oh.
Google anything Mexican kung fu. Who knows? Who knows what you'll find?
Miguel goes, yeah, it's PP, haha. James Dunn says green as well, and then Miguel says green is the poo.
Wow, mine. I mean, that I was going with. I gave you brown belt there. I kind of softballed that in there, but you went with green. That's if you're having green poops, Miguel, you should not be fighting me. You should have a doctor talk to you.
Chris Russell says Mexican judo is better. Judo,
See, I've heard of Mexican judo. Yeah, but
you messed it up.
No, I didn't. Go ahead.
You don't know if you got a gun.
Right.
You don't know if you got a knife.
Yeah, I've heard of Mexican judo. That is a well-established fighting style. Long history.
James Dunn says it's a Dom belt, a Dom DeLuise.
Not Dom. not Dom DeLuise. Oh no. Oh, now that's in my head. I can't not picture a Dom DeLuise martial artist. That is fantastic.
Oh my gosh.
No. Oh.
Marcus says, Gazer says he's got to go. Good night, all night.
Good night, Marcus. Thanks for coming and hanging out, brother. Hopefully you'll come back next Saturday because we're going to be here. Talking about that Dom DeLuise, that 4th degree Dom. That 4th degree Dom Perignon. I know, even JJ's up there like, it makes no sense. I know, bud.
Miguel says, well, people have a great one.
You too.
You will. You too. Take care of that baby.
Yes. Tell the lady we said, hey, we love her.
Congrats.
And congrats. And tell her she's earned a big rest. So take
9 pounds.
9 pounds of good Lord, boy.
Yeah. It is a big boy.
Yeah, that's a thick biscuit. Buttered on both sides. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to push that out. I got my little one cut out of me. So
I wouldn't want to push any of them out.
No.
None of the above.
Yeah.
That's what they call a no.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I agree.
Okay. And I'll say, oh Lord, the Copics are running away.
Good night.
I know, right? I didn't know.
Keep control of your Copics.
Oh, she's talking that good stuff.
Dan says, Jeff, we should be posting the pre-sale mid next week for TMNT Street Fighter. We are waiting for final trade dress.
Well, I'm glad you brought it up, Dan, because guess what, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. There it is. That is one cover. Oh, I didn't upload the other one. Hold on. While you guys gaze upon that, would you be so kind as to hit the space bar? Okay, do it again, please. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is without any trade dress, but this is I was telling you guys about. I had deadlines for 2 covers before we went on our first of 3 cons. While I was prepping for my cons, this was one of the covers that involved 2 IPs, one that I've never worked anything on and one that I've worked a version on. Yeah, I was talking about TMNT and Street Fighter. I can't tell you how excited I am about this. First off, when I was a young warthog, when I was a young kid, I grew up in a bowling alley, and my parents loved the bowl, and they had all 3 of us, so we would go, and one of the things that you had in that bowling alley was some toner paper and some number 2 pencils, so I drew a lot, and a few bucks of quarters. You had a Neo Geo arcade cabinet, and you had Street Fighter 2. I would slap my quarter up on that screen with the quickness, and I would basically play until I ran out of money. I didn't really play much of Metal Slug until years later. I have loved Street Fighter ever since those days, and never really had a chance to work on anything with them until now. So this makes me very happy. But it's not done there, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no. No. What's in the comments? What's going on here? Oh, what happened? How did I go full screen?
James says, I hope we see one of the turtles pull a Hadouken or a Sonic Boom. And then Ryan Ambrose says fire.
Hadouken! Yeah, no, that would be amazing. And the other thing I wanted to show you. Oh, no, that's I'm still getting my way around StreamYards again. Is the other one. Yeah. So Dan and I had an idea. We were like, well, here are the options for the characters that we are approved to draw. Ryu, Ken, Chun-Li, Guile from Street Fighter, and then the four boys from TMNT. They were very particular about certain aspects of the outfits for the boys. They had to have the black belts, brown wrappings around the wrist and elbow pads and knee pads and whatnot. I think they even said specifically no letter buckles, stuff like that, which is all perfectly fine with me. And then they gave us the character sheets, the model sheets for the Street Fighter characters. I didn't need them, but we got them. And you look confused, Kimberly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's going here?
So
go ahead. You might be talking about it.
One of the things that I wanted to do was I wanted to have a big battle. In the book, there's supposed to be this sort of southern thoroughfare setting, like Atlanta.
I think I know what it is.
I'll get to it. So I kind of wanted to have them in the street fighting, and given that we had basically 4-on-4, I tried to find some cool combinations of Turtle versus Street Fighter characters that would be kind of fun. And then I just kind of went ham. But then Dan was like, well, why don't we do like a more iconic, simple cover opposite this really crazy wild one? And I said, fantastic. The first thing that I think of if I think of Street Fighter that's simple and iconic is the I think it was Street Fighter 2 Turbo, the animation of Ryu charging up a Hadouken. It was that old grainy 8-bit, super awesome. Just it was great, and it was just this really interesting dramatic lighting building up for this blast that would eventually be let off right at camera. It was fantastic. And so the other cover you saw here was, at least for Ryu, kind of my nod to that. And then, of course, you have to have my dude Raph in there. I got to choose who I wanted to tag team with Ryu, and I'm not going to pick anybody else. But in this one, the combination of characters, I wanted to have, I kind of wanted to pair up either, if at all possible, personalities or like their move sets. So I thought it would be just really funny if in a fight with Guile and Michelangelo, there's just a bunch of like twirls, the twirling sonic booms, the twirling nunchucks. I just thought it would be really fun. Obviously, the hothead Ken Masters is going to go against the hothead Raph, and he's not a leader because there's no group in Street Fighter, but I think we all could kind of say that Ryu would be like the leader type, the leader guy. He's the most famous. He's the face of the series, and Leonardo. And then Chun-Li and Donatello, I matched up their move sets because she has this multiple kick that she could do, and I've always loved the animation because it made no sense, but it made perfect sense. So in the animation, if you break down they used to be called sprites. Now they're not. Now it's full on, very, very detailed animations. But it used to be that she would pivot and kick, but there would be this graphic element of almost like an explosion at her hip because she's supposed to be moving so fast. And then there would be these, again, graphic representations of the streak of her white boot as she kicks the character, whoever she's aimed at, with a little explosion at the end of her. Like she's moving so fast that she can create a little pop. And I said to her, and I said to myself immediately when I had these characters lined up, that was the first combination that I paired together with Donatello and Chun-Li. And I said, and Donatello's got to be using his bow staff to block every single one of them. So he's sitting there with multiple hands and multiple staffs blocking all these kicks. So that's, Kimberly, that is what's going on. You have ghost images of Donatello's hands as he's moving very fast in one captured image to block all these insanely fast kicks. And then the rest should be pretty much clear. Hopefully that was clear too. But yeah, so the colors on this are done by the insanely talented Jason Keith. Yeah, dude, I am so happy about this. You guys don't even know. To get to draw the traditional turtles. You know, I love Ronan. I friggin' love Ronan. But if there is a downside to it, I don't get to draw anybody but Ronan. And he's not really the same character. He's become so much different in that story than he was as a younger turtle. So now with this, I get to draw them kind of how we all kind of know them. Donatello, he's using, he's using his skill, but he's using his mind. He knows how to control himself. He knows what she's going to bring to the table. Leonardo is the fearless warrior jumping into the fight. Raph is a wild man, and Michelangelo, he's kind of like, what is this going on here? You get to put a little bit more of the personalities into it than the stoic, grim, doom and gloom Ronan, which I love. I'm not talking any smack. I'm just saying this was a lot of fun to be able to play around with it. Yeah. That would be quite the scene if you walked out of your local delicatessen to see that four pack of 1v1s of craziness in the street. I had so much fun. Oh, my Lanta. So yeah.
How do I get it back so they can see the Joker?
Oh, sorry.
I just assumed that
you go to brand.
They want to see.
Go, whatever one is active, it has a highlight on it, and you go hide. Boom. Boom. So those are, as Dan said, waiting for final trade dress. The pre-sale mid next week. So middle of the week coming up. If you guys like your JJ's very excited about it, you guys. He's very, very excited about it. If you guys like your Street Fighter, if you guys like your Turtles, if you like what we're doing around here, middle of next week. Yeah.
Brian Ambrose goes, and boom goes the dynamite.
Sonic boom goes the dynamite.
James Dunn says, Chun-Li, get them Jeff Edwards thighs.
Yeah.
Got them Jeff Edwards thighs.
See, like I said, sometimes, when the situation calls for it, you got to give the ladies a little bit of that thickness. And this was definitely one of those times. But the Mary Jane, not the Mary Jane, she was originally Mary Jane. The Harley, Harley's not a gigantic thigh, Street Fighter, just, like Chun-Li, sorry. He has impeccable timing. He waits for the very, very perfect moment when I go quiet to what was I saying?
You guys should hear him when we go to like restaurants sometimes.
I completely lost what I was saying.
Oh my
gosh.
gosh.
Chun-Li's packing some meat in them thighs. She's a moose.
He just screams. Not in like a bad way. Like he's talking.
He's so talkative and so excited.
But it will be at restaurants and
I don't know if you guys can hear
that's what
him.
he'll do.
He's up there and he's bouncing himself off the floor. So it sounds like thunder. It sounds like horses riding in from the distance. That's his butt.
James Dunn goes street fighting.
I know. Hold on. It's
Crazy.
It's a crazy idea. I know.
Andre says, someone call 911. Get the fire department. That cover is fire.
Oh, you are too kind, sir. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you.
Ryan Ambrose says he loves the Guile Sonic Booms.
Sonic Boom. Yeah, I had so much fun, bro. So much fun. Not as much fun as JJ. Clearly.
James Dunn says can't wait for the M Bison Shredder cover.
You know, I would have loved to have done that, but we were told we couldn't use those characters.
I think you should do it in your own time then. Not when you have the time.
That's the thing.
You could do Prince.
That would take that magical thing called time that I just can't seem to get.
Maybe one day. James Dunn says Casey Jones versus Vega.
Ooh, yeah. That's sick.
Let's see. Ryan Amber says Michelangelo is a party dude. LOL.
He is.
James Dunn says Donatello does machines.
Yeah. What do you mean does machines? You don't know what that is?
That's what he did. He question marked
it.
it.
He question marked.
Yeah.
Okay, I was going to say, if you question mark it, you have to reassess the relationship.
No, he question marked it.
Well, hold on now. You do know what that is, right?
Yeah, he works on machines.
Oh my God, can't really know. Please tell me you know what they're referencing. They're not just saying that Donatello works on machines. Yes, he works on machines, but that's a very specific reference. You don't know that reference?
I don't.
Donatello does machines. When the evil Shredder attacks, it's the song.
Oh, I knew that. I didn't know. I didn't know that. That's what you were referring to.
It's the only reference.
Oh, yeah, I knew it was a song.
Oh my God.
Someone says he loves him firing up the fire. Who says that? Oh, Ryan Number says love the powering up fireball.
Thank you. Yes, I immediately had that image from the old animation, and told Dan that's the first thing that kind of jumped in my mind, and Dan was like, "Perfect." So I'm glad you guys dig it. I'm glad because it's like just because I like it doesn't mean that like everybody will like it. So I'm glad to hear that it's going over well.
Chris Mitchell says Balrog and Zangief versus Bebop and Rocksteady.
Oh, that would be amazing. Yes.
Andre says he takes after Jeff. He really does take after his dad.
You really do. He really does. You say that like you got a problem with it there.
No, absolutely not. Yeah. He is a mini you. Yeah, he is.
My boy, Blue.
James Dunn says maybe coming soon if it's a mini series.
Dude, I would do more covers. Heck yes. Dan, if you're listening, yes. The answer is yes.
Chris Mitchell says, I want someone to do a Castlevania comic so they can hire Jeff to draw the covers. Oh, dude, Jeff would draw awesome Castlevania covers. I would love
to draw Castlevania. Did you guys watch the new I'm so sorry. I can't take him seriously. He's such a goober. Oh, gosh. What were we talking about?
Castlevania.
It's not new anymore, but it's the newest, the Netflix series. Did you guys watch that? And if you did, what'd you think? He's all spent now. He's like,
maybe he'll sleep good tonight.
Oh, he's gonna.
Man.
Yeah.
Andre says, do it on your live when you don't hit 30. I would love to see you draw one of your prints. Oh, well, there you go.
That's not a bad idea.
It's not a bad idea at all. You can spend that hour drawing.
The only thing that would have to happen is that I would have to get caught up with commissions. Because those, that means the world to me that you guys commission me, and I don't want to say, oh, well, I'm gonna make you wait to do prints. You know what I mean? Like I'd have to get it done in the proper order, but there's absolutely no reason to think that couldn't happen. And if it does happen, that's really That's
a good
a
idea.
really good idea. Thank you, Andre. Yeah, dude.
Circumstances says, "What up? What's up, Ed Weirdos? Hoping all is well."
What's going on, brother man? How you doing? We're doing better. We're doing better. We're getting through. How you doing? How you been, bud? How you doing?
James Dunn says, "Just because we're bad guys doesn't mean we're bad guys." Jeff just saw that movie.
Hold on. Just because we're bad guy. Wait, what?
Just because we're bad guys doesn't mean we're bad guys.
Oh no.
You remember? You just watched the movie like a week ago for the first time.
It's stuck.
You
in
were
my head.
thrown away at the beginning of the movie with all the bad guys.
I was thrown away
You were blown away.
with all the bad guys? What do you mean?
That were at the beginning of the movie in a room. They were all sitting in a room together.
Oh yeah. It's that
You got it.
It's not Seth Rogen. It's
No.
I
John C.
always-
Riley.
John C. Riley. Yeah, he's the video game guy.
What's his name?
Felix?
Felix was the other guy's name.
Felix was the Mario spoof with a hammer. Yeah. Fix It Felix and Wreck It Ralph.
Wreck-It Ralph.
There it is.
Yes.
Yes. How did they get all of those characters? That had to have been a lot of money.
Sorry, guys. Hold on.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. How did they get the okay for that? I was floored when I saw. If you guys, I won't say because there might be some folks like me who still haven't seen Wreck-It Ralph, but we'll just say if you can think of a popular villain from like video games, especially like I don't know how to explain it without giving away some key things about like the properties that they come from. Anyways, I'll just say this much. I don't know how much money they had to have spent to get the okay to have all of those characters, but it's a king's ransom because there was a lot
There was.
of very famous, very big money making, lucrative property type bad guys in one scene.
Yeah.
Like bad guys responsible for making studios millions of dollars.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, Jeff was blown away.
I was just like, what? I just started naming them off. I was like, this is it. What is happening here? What is going on? It was
good.
It was wild.
I love that movie. And I really like the Ralph Breaks the Internet. It's really, really good.
Wait, no, we watched Wreck-It Ralph.
Yes, there is a number 2.
Oh, they made us.
It's called Ralph Breaks the Internet.
Oh.
There is 2. Andre says the sound of him happy is the best sound of all.
Yes, it is.
It
Yes,
is.
it is. I
Chris
agree
Mitchell
with
says Netflix series was great.
So you saw it? Okay. Sweet. I enjoyed it myself.
James Dunn says you should do a giant print like Where's Waldo of TMNT characters and SF characters brawling.
Oh, dude, that would be legit.
James Dunn says Zangief is in it. Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
And
The Red
Ralph
Cyclone.
finds his underwear in the bar. Remember that?
Zangy. Oh.
James Dunn says he wrecks it. Circumstances says Wreck-It Ralph. LOL.
Yes.
So bad. Chris Mitchell says, did that scene wreck you?
with all the bad
With all
guys?
the bad guys. Yeah.
No, it didn't wreck me. I was flabbergasted thinking about how much money that would have cost, but
It's
no,
Disney. I don't think
I
they're worried.
know. I didn't really get I
Worried?
I wasn't really worried.
Andre says I've never seen Wreck-It Ralph.
You know what? I hadn't seen it till what
Couple
did you
weeks
say?
ago.
Like
Like
a couple
last
weeks
week.
ago, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
When
had
he
neither.
was sick.
It was when JJ was sick. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not a bad movie.
I love it. I think it's so cute.
I'm not a big fan of the reason why I was thinking like Seth Rogen. I'm not. I know that there's a lot of these like comedians and whatnot that a lot of folks really think are funny, and I don't know why. There's some occasions where like super popular comedians they just don't do it for me. Seth Rogen's one of them. I've never really laughed too much at him. Who else is really popular? Will Ferrell. I've never really been a big Will Ferrell guy. Not that I have a problem with either one of them. It's just it just I don't know. Maybe it's just that the humor falls so flat for me, and I don't know what it is. I really don't. But yeah, whenever I hear, oh, it's Seth Rogen, I'm just like, okay. But Kimberly was like, no, it's not Seth Rogen.
It's not.
It is. You might actually find this funny. And then I was like, well, okay, I didn't necessarily find it funny, but I don't think that's what they were going for, because that was like more of a heartfelt movie, like like an emotional movie. I think that's what they were going for, and that they nailed.
Yeah, it was good.
That they got spot on. So,
James then says Andre the Moth, it's really good. Andre says, what's it streaming on? Disney Plus. Yes. James, he says, James Dunn, thanks, bro. Definitely gonna watch it. You should.
Yeah,
watch both of them. Watch both for sure.
I mean, I didn't watch both of them because I didn't know there was two, but I can tell you the one I watched, pretty good. Pretty good.
James Dunn, second one is okay. First one was really good. James Dunn says the princess scene in Rex the Internet is great. Yeah, I like the princess scene. Circumstances says I love both the Ralph movies.
Nice.
James Dunn says stoner humor doesn't do it for you.
What?
Stoner humor, like pretty much all of Seth Rogen's movies. He's like stoned or getting stoned.
Actually stoned?
You know what you know.
No, that's what he's saying. I don't want to say stoner humor and I'm like talking smack about it. Is that really what he's going for? Is like stoner humor?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
like
if that is legitimately like his goal is to do like stoner humor,
yeah.
I think he nails it. And no, it's just not it doesn't make me giggle. I mean, maybe if I were stoned, maybe I would, but I don't partake. I don't judge people who do, but I just personally I don't partake. And so if that's the kind of thing that is required, I feel like I'm probably missing out because I ain't got that. I ain't got that, But I didn't know that was the goal. Like that was what is the goal, like, stoner humor. I don't think I've ever heard it put that way before. It's very accurate now that I think about it.
Ryan Ember says, night, Jeff, Kim, and Weirdos.
Now we're losing them. Talk about the stoner humor and everybody leaves.
Well, I mean.
I'm kidding. Good night, Ryan. We love you, brother.
Not feeling so well. Hope everyone has a great weekend and amazing covers drop as usual. We're not worthy.
Oh, stop it. We love you, buddy.
Roger says, agreed. Love Wreck-It Ralph.
Hold on, Roger. You're here.
Hi, Roger.
How long ago was that?
A minute.
Roger, are you here? I got a hell crawler I colored. You want to see it?
James says his laugh both annoys me and makes me laugh.
Who?
Seth Rogen.
Oh, yeah. Well, I can't even do it, but I can hear it, and it's grating. It's grating. That. I can't do it. Seth Rogen. I never tried. But yeah.
Andre says, has anyone heard from Tina?
I have not. Is something going on with her? Is she okay? Is everything okay? Do you know?
Ryan Ember says, if I win anything, bend a corner and send it.
Nice. I'll take it. I'll grab it like this, right? I'll grab it just like this, spine down, and I'll put it right on the edge of something. Just go bam, and I'll smack it real good.
That's funny.
Yeah. Caught that one. Okay. Now.
Consider it bent from James Dunn, and Andre says that's why I'm asking. No, we have. I mean, I don't have the socials, so I've not heard from her.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, we've been. I've been off the grid for over a week now. I have no idea.
Just have JJ do a floor dive on.
You'll get nothing but shreds. Like he will smash it like a wayward meteorite. You don't even know what you're asking when you ask for that.
Guys are so funny.
He's a big kid, man. Big boy.
That's true.
I love him. He's my dude.
Duder.
Duder.
El Duderino.
El Duderito, if you're not in that whole brevity thing.
He's playing with his vacuum right now. I can hear it.
Nice.
Release the JJ.
Release the hounds.
Any other updates?
For me?
Yep.
No.
We're gonna have a little family outing Wednesday. Super excited.
Yeah, our daycare provider. What was it? What was the reason she's
Doctor's appointments.
doctor's appointment? That's right. So she's got a doctor's appointment, and so Kimberly and I were like, you know what? Let's make the most of this. Hopefully, the weather will work with us. Hopefully, JJ will be feeling better, and especially after such a terrible, terrible winter. Let's get out. Let's get out and do something. And one of the last things that we did before the weather turned for the season, and we were kind of all, locked up inside, was we went to a zoo. And we went to a particular zoo that I hadn't been to. Oh, Lord. He heard it. He heard it. And, oh, no, it's fine, buddy. We'll go back. And so, yeah, we're going to go back to that zoo. And I am very excited about it. I don't know if you guys know this. I love the zoo. It's awesome. It is awesome. I always have. I don't know what it is about the zoo. Just seeing all the animals, and maybe I don't know. I used to study them whenever I would come home from the zoo. I would, especially if I could remember like specific images or specific animals, I'd draw them. And then I found out later on in life that animators, specifically, the specific instance I'm thinking of is from Lion King, but they actually went to do the same thing. They would study lions to help them figure out how to animate them, and so it just kind of doubly makes it fun, makes it cool that oh hey, you could do that. You could go and spend some time with some I don't know, orangutans or whatever, I love it. It's so much fun.
Yeah, I'm excited. The weather's going to be kind of chilly.
Hold on now. We might be all right.
Chilly,
Listen,
but we'll bring jackets and blankets if need be. And
when you have a thick biscuit for a baby and a husband, it takes a lot. It takes a lot of weather to bring me down.
Yeah.
So
true.
I ain't too worried about
me.
it.
I'm cold all the time.
She's a big old baby about it. But she really is cold all the time. She's got the circulation of a cactus.
Jameson says, LOL, gonna have to get that boy a real vacuum one of these days. Oh, man.
Dude.
Today, right? Oh, my gosh. So, weekends, I'm sure a lot of people do that. They clean the house. That's their time to clean the house. So, he's a very hands-on boy. He likes to use the Swiffer. He wants to help. He wants to vacuum. but we have a Dyson, and if anyone has a Dyson, you know those things are not
cheap.
They're not cheap, but they're also not small. They're not small.
Light.
They're not light. Any of that. And I was vacuuming in the dining room and living room and stuff like that this morning, and he just was so mad that he could not help me. And I'm just like, I'm sorry, buddy, but it's too heavy for you.
This boy has no concept of the idea of can't.
No.
And not like I can do whatever I want. He's like, I want to do everything. I think I can do everything. And because I think I can do everything, I want to help out with everything.
Yeah.
He's just so interested in everything, you know. And so yeah, he has a real hard time with not and it's not that he's being told he can't. Like we haven't told him, oh no, you can, you know, we don't go no, but it's just physically he can't, and that's what he, you know, he doesn't understand. He's like
he wants to pick up gallons of milk.
Yeah, he's like, what's this whole being a baby and these limitations? I should be able to pick up a gallon of milk. It's like
with no problem.
It's like, bro,
and
that's not how life
too
works.
Heavy, buddy.
That's a lot of milk in there. You got to give yourself a little bit of time, bro. Settle it down, pimpin'.
Yeah.
And he's like, all gas, no brakes. Let's do this. And I'm like, okay. If you can pick it up, cool. But can you? And then he gets, you know, he starts getting real grunty, a gruntosaurus. And we're like, yeah, you're gonna give yourself a baby hernia.
Right.
You know, we won't let that happen. But you know what I'm saying? Like he thinks.
No, we help him.
We help
for
him,
sure.
yeah. But he's so like.
He just wants to do everything.
Yeah, man.
Rob Moisel says update that the commission list is live next week.
Whoa, Rob.
James Dunn says email out to the common list.
Whoa. Y'all be talking crazy.
Roger says I told you about the Wreck-It Ralph movie, Jeff, quite some time ago, if you now remember, when I referenced my son growing into the changes with his Tourette's, and that he described it like Penelope's glitching from the movie.
I do remember now. Yes. Yes.
James Dunn says, I went to the zoo a couple weeks ago. It's been ages since.
Isn't it fun, bro?
They went to the San Diego Zoo.
Ooh, never been. That would be fun. That would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, Roger says, yeah, I'm here. Been here for just about the entirety, but my phone was sitting away from me on a charging stand while I was doing other things, so I hadn't said anything in the chat. Let's see it though.
Okay. Let me do this little. I'm doing a little bit of a blend here. It takes a lot of concentration to not mess up the gradients. After I'm done with this, I will show it.
Casey Shoemaker says, hello all, and good evening.
What's going on? How
Chris,
you doing?
Sorry. Chris Mitchell says, are y'all sure JJ isn't part pig? Because he's definitely a big ham.
He's ham.
Definitely part pig.
He's definitely boar is more appropriate given the strength and size. He's definitely a razorback of some kind. Yeah, he's a big boy. Okay.
James Dunn says, just don't have Kim teach him how to mow.
I know, right? We got to keep the, you know, some things Dad's got to teach. Okay. So, so the example I was going to give earlier about the color tone, the temperature, the overall tone of the image this is the most recent example I've done. It is so if you guys remember, one of the mashups was Hellcrawler. It was Hellboy and Nightcrawler. Now I had to make a decision. Do I want to go with the blue fuzzy elf, like the blue skin of Kurt Wagner? If I did that, I would have to have a blue stone hand. Didn't love that idea. I wanted to keep it a red skin demon. The problem of it is Kurt Wagner's outfit has a red V with the pointy shoulders. So if I have red skin, a red V. It's going to be red, 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 and then set against like purple Banff smoke, the teleportation smoke. So I basically flipped the colors. So now it's Hellboy's red skin with a red right hand of doom. But instead of red V, it's a blue V. And instead of a black center neck cut, it's white. Because if you remember, Nightcrawler's colors are red, black, and white in its costume. So I needed white in there somewhere. Now, I say all this because the tone, the overall temperature of the piece, I could have gone with cools or I could have gone with warms. I went with warms. So that means it ends up looking something like this. So you have, instead of a seriously super vibrant oranges and yellows, you have the cool temperature pushing the red background back further here. He's got the cool temperature on the reds. He's got the blue V-taper, the white center line, and a stone sword.
You know what you should have done?
What?
A little kitten Banff.
Oh, like a little guy up here,
Yeah.
a little Banff.
Yeah.
Well, I could definitely add that in for funsies.
A little kitten.
Little Banff. Yeah. But you guys see what I'm saying? You have an overall temperature that if you think it out, because if I didn't do it that way, I would have everything turning from red to orange to yellow for the highlights in the red parts. But I don't. I have it going from red to almost like a maroon to like a purple, because that's on the cool side of the color spectrum. So
Jameson says killing it on those colors.
oh, thank you, brother. Appreciate you.
Jameson says they're Banffises.
What?
Banff.
Let me see. Where's
Banffs.
They're Bamphsies. Bamphsies. I love it.
Casey Shoemaker says, wow, that looks great.
Oh,
Joshua Sanders says, I freaking love your colors, my brother.
Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, brother. Appreciate it.
Roger says, sweet.
Yeah.
And Chris Mitchell says, nice.
Nice. I'm glad you guys dig them, especially you, Roger, since it's yours. You know, I'm glad you like it. Yeah, no, that was a lot of fun. Oh, my lantern.
I'm going to start doing your socials since we have about
we're going to wrap it up.
13
the
minutes.
Nana needs to get back home. She's got a early flight. She's going to be, she works hard for the money. So hard for the money. She works hard for the money. Gonna work hard for you. But no, seriously, she has to roll. So yes, please do the socials if you would.
Okay. So please check out Jeff's Facebook profile page at Jeffrey Edwards. And he also has his professional Facebook page.
Oh yeah, sorry.
At Jeffrey Edwards Illustration.
I don't follow it. Oh my gosh. I don't follow it. Did you hear that attitude and that pause? Did y'all hear that? She said so much by saying so.
I was waiting I did not want to interrupt you. I was waiting for you.
Sure.
Smash the button if you like what you see to follow. And his Instagram is at Jeffrey Edwards Illustration. Don't forget to hit the follow button.
Thank you.
Make sure you guys see that again. At Jeffrey Edwards Illustration is his Instagram. Please check out his Twitter profile at JE658. And if you also like what you see, please I want to always
like and retweet.
retweet.
It's hard to say.
Retweet and share.
Yes. Please.
Retweet and share. If you had a list, that'd be rough.
Yeah.
You can also check out his YouTube channel at Jeffrey Edwards Illustration. And if you like what you see, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. Because sometimes YouTube likes to hide those videos, or you won't get notified until like a week later. So please
Avoid
keep
the
on
notification
making sure you're
systems.
subscribed and
Yes.
all that stuff.
Just double check, make sure you're subscribed. Avoid relying on the notification systems. You will be let down.
Let's see. And then you will want to check out his actual website.
Yeah.
You go to www.jeffreyedwardsillustration.com and join the mailing list for first dibs on commissions when he reopens the list.
Or as we call it, the common list. You gotta say it every time, just like that.
I will let you say it.
Well, okay.
I will let you say it because you say it
I enjoy
the
saying
best.
it. I enjoy it.
Chris Mitchell says Jeff
What's up, bro?
is to colors as Kim is to small, innocent woodland creatures.
A menace? the living
Havoc? You
embodiment
wreak
of
havoc?
the boogeyman? What did they say about Yzma? Proof that dinosaurs once lived? Emperor's New Groove. Fight me. It's awesome. I love that.
Fight me.
Fight me.
Roger says, yeah, those were tricky. Those were tricky.
I think he's talking about the colors, maybe?
Well, what's BW? Those were
Black
tricky.
and white?
Oh, black, white. Those two regarding colors. I was wondering how you were going to figure that out.
Yeah.
LOL.
It wasn't that difficult of an execution as much as it was just deciding which way I wanted to go. And that often does stuff like kind of give me pause. I'm like, oh, I can make it look like this. And then I picture it in my head. I'm like, oh, that'd be really cool. And then I'd be like, oh, but what if I went with this?
Oh,
and then I picture it in my head. Between. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
And then I'd be like, oh, and then I picture it in my head that way. And I'd be like, oh, that would look really cool too. And then it's like, oh, it look really cool both ways. Crap, now I got to make a decision. You know, that sometimes can be the biggest sort of holdup for me is if I'm like, oh, that would look really cool too. Yep, he gets it. He gets it up there. I freaking love that little scream. It makes me laugh. Yeah, you. I know you hear me. I know you hear me, big fool, big boy. Yeah.
Cracks me up.
Well, I am just drawing until it's time to go. So you have to let me know.
I appreciate you telling me that because I did not know that's how you were going to do it. So I appreciate
I'm not looking
you
up
telling me.
yet. So we're going to do 8 minutes. Go right to 7:30 my time, and then we will wrap this bad boy up because I am enjoying this immensely.
James Dunn says, happy screams better than angry screams. Yes.
Much better. No comparison at all.
He'll definitely let you know when he's not happy.
Yeah, which is great. We don't want him to not, but it does. Yeah, there's just nothing like it. Nothing like hearing him ham it up.
Jeff says, hello, big sexy.
Jeff?
Alex, sorry.
Wow, we are interchangeable.
You are
Alex.
interchangeable.
I don't complain about that at all.
Alex
I like that.
Campbell says, hello, big
She
sexy.
goes, hey, Jeff says. I'm like, I did?
You did say
Oh.
you were big sexy.
Okay. Hey, big sexy. There. It's like she knew I was going to say it. What's going on, brother? How you doing?
Thank you, Alex, for
Oh, I don't want to talk about it. He was off to such
the
a
gift.
good. Yeah.
That was very sweet of you guys.
I'm the only one in this friggin' house who doesn't have one. This is going to change.
Roger asked if you could please show once more for a screenshot.
Yes, I got you, bro. Hold on, 1 second. 1 second. I got it handy dandy, right, chomp.
I like that, handy dandy.
Handy dandy. Let me get it set up right. Come on, catch up with me. Okay. Hold on, let me get it all in frame. Boom, bam,
Hold it
bro.
sideways,
Do you want me to hold it sideways?
so he can get the whole thing.
I can.
Get your thumb out of the way.
It froze at the perfect time. Take the picture.
Take the picture. Take the picture.
We good?
I think he's got it. He's probably got it.
Good. We good?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Jameson says Jeff does as well.
Says what?
I don't know. You do happy screams?
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh,
I don't
can
know.
scream.
I don't
I can
know.
scream bad screams. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Alex Campbell says, "Wow, I feel honored."
You should. You freaking should. Bro.
Alex says, "We are the Bofadis brothers." Oh my gosh.
Yes, we are. But which one's Achilles? That's the question.
You guys.
You guys don't know the oh man.
No, don't.
Well, okay. Now, I don't have time, but I will say this. Alex shares my love of mythology. So if you guys don't know who Bofadis is, then you So Achilles had a brother, and he had a similar special power, except for it wasn't. I don't have time to go over it. It's a whole myth. All right, do this.
Reach out to Alex.
Reach out to Alex, and Alex will tell you. It really is a good
myth.
story. It really is a good story.
Yeah.
It really is. So, it just occurred to me, you guys may not care about mythology as much as I do. Alex does. So.
Alex says it was good to know she arrived. Yes, she did arrive. We were very surprised for sure because I thought it was something else I had ordered on Amazon for Jeff, and Jeff opens it up and he's like,
she's like, "Will you open that for me?" I was like, "Sure," thinking that it was something for me.
For you, him.
And then I see
and
it, and I'm like, "What the heck is this?
Where'd you get a Build-A-Bear? What's this Build-A-Bear?" And I'm like, "What?"
And I was like, "Why don't I have it?" I was not a happy camper.
Roger says, "LOL, thanks." James Dunn says, "No, keep the thumb." Chris Mitchell says, "Now hold it at a 37.347892 degree angle."
Okay.
Alex says, "Achilles is the older brother to both of these by maybe 2 minutes."
Yeah.
James Dunn says, "Did you ever listen to that mythology podcast? It's a myth and legends podcast, I think."
I listened to quite a few mythology podcasts. Which one? Remind me which one it is, and I will see if it's on my my YouTube.
Oh yes, Alex. We did see the special note with it. Yes.
So funny.
It was actually hilarious.
Was it?
Jeff read it aloud.
I did. I was like, "Hands off, Jeff," and I'm like, "Oh, okay, all right, okay."
This is only for camp.
Okay. All right. Okay.
And then JJ went and played with the lightsaber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which that is totally cool. But this whole hating on Jeff thing, no, not cool.
James Dunn says Luno? He does the main story, then does a creature of the week? Or is it don't know? Oh, I don't know.
Let me see. I don't know.
I don't know. Okay.
I don't know.
Maybe it is. I don't know. And then he does a main story and then a creature of the week.
It might be one of the guys that I listen to.
Creature of
Okay,
the
week. It's not a. Yeah, it's not like that. Don't make it like that.
Why?
This is cool mythology stuff. Don't make it into some Disney movie soundtrack. What's wrong with you?
Oh. What happened?
I got big face.
Well, you do only have a minute left.
They big faced me.
I think big face me. You do only
Why'd
have a
you
minute
big
left.
face me? There's deep fakes and then there's big face.
Okay, what is a deep fake? Okay, tell me after the thing because I saw something on YouTube and it was a Keanu Reeves deep fake. And I don't know what it means. But it's really good.
A deep fake is where somebody will take a scene or something
like that aren't like
I showed her Bill Hader's best impressions of like Al Pacino and Arnold, and they're really, really good impressions. Let's just first off, they're really good impressions. But Kimberly was watching it without seeing in the upper corner it says deep fake. That his face changes because they deep faked Arnold's face over haters and then Pacino's face over haters. And she's like, wow, he even looks like Arnold. I was like, yeah, a lot like Arnold.
Yeah, he made me believe
I
this
was
for
like,
a
yeah,
good
no,
like
he's
5
just-
minutes.
I was like, he's just a really good actor. He really gets into it. Like he can kind of, like Jim Carrey, he can like change his face shapes. And she's like, wow. I was like, yeah, it's really good. And then it was just like, and then it stops in the video. It goes back, and she's like, oh, he put it back. I was like, yeah, he's really good. He's really good. Oh, it was fantastic. It was fantastic. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, enough about the deep fakes.
I'm glad I could
and all
amuse you.
I was amused. I was thoroughly amused. We're gonna get out of here. We love you guys. Next week, be on the lookout. Street Fighter versus the Team NT, or is it Team NT versus Street Fighter? I don't know how it's set on the trade dress, but it's the two of them fighting each other. We got 2 covers, cover A, cover B. If you guys want them, get them. I am very, very excited about them. I loved working on them. I'm going to get this Joker finished up. Why am I still big-faced?
Because it flipped and we didn't switch it back.
I'm going to get this done. But between then and now, next week, get it. You guys bring them to the shows. I will 100% sign them. I'm so grateful to you guys. I love you guys. Sorry that I don't have all the super positive all the time. I know I try to, but there's just this in particular this last week. Just things were just rough. So we love you guys. Thank you for being there, and thank you for just always being so awesome. We love you guys. Am I missing anything? I feel like I'm forgetting something.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. No lie, cover A is very pedestrian compared to yours. Cover A. Who said that?
Alex.
I don't know. I haven't seen cover A. Who's send me a link. Send me a pic. I'd love to see it. Well, and I go ham. I try. So
Here you go, Roger.
Oh, Roger wanted to see him?
He said I didn't get to express my excitement for Team NT versus Street Fighter.
Well, there you go, bro. Bam.
There's one.
Bam. I think that's cover A for our covers. It's not cover A on the solicitations, like what Alex is talking about. That's cover A. We're that when they do that, that means the publishers cover A, their main cover. Dan and I, if we do any of multiple covers, we just use the same terminology, but it's within the context of the One Stop Comic Shop exclusive cover. So this is cover A, that is cover B right there. So yeah, dude. Oh, actually, that's a really good example. Okay. For everybody I was trying to express, here's an actual professional doing it right. Notice how Raphael's skin is green and it changes from green to a pale blue at the highlights, because there's a blue tone, basically an overall blue tone to the image. But here his green goes more of a yellowish green because he's right next to fire. That's what I'm trying to explain. You can have colors that have different temperatures, just a overall temperature. Sounds like somebody took a tumble. All right, you guys, we're going to get out of here. We love you guys. We will be back next week. Same time, same Street Fighter time, same Street Fighter channel. We love you guys. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. He sounded like he bonked his head or something. All right, we love you guys. We will see you. Thank you so much. Get your books. Love you guys. Anything else?
Thanks for joining us tonight.
Yes. Thank you guys. It means the world. I know it's been a long time. Thank you guys for
It's good
coming
to see you
back.
guys again.
It's awesome to see you guys again. All right. Get out of here. I'm gonna go. All right. All right, you guys. You got anything?
Yep. Bye.
Bye.